We are the Enri Cerno Network.
I know I'm not the one. Don't fake it well, you know. You don't belong to me.
Hello and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course that's our sci-fi campaign, Esper Genesis, Holocaust of the Ekajati. And if you're tuning in tonight, you're tuning in for the last episode.
I don't want to go.
Spoilers, man. Spoilers.
Ooh, we have peoples already. Hi, Bubba.
What's up, Bubba?
So where was? Oh, yes. So last episode. Oh wait, I guess I should do introductions. I'll be your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me will be Sarah playing Cat, Eric playing Adrian Steele. Don't know why I use his last name. Decca playing Armanto, and joining us shortly should be Patrick to play Hull for the last time.
I feel like we should have some somber, music.
I'm gonna bust out
the intro music's not real upbeat, so you know.
I mean, that depends whether or not we die.
I'll
Like
bust out
three guys.
some Neil.
And
Going in a sec.
3 guys on the Titanic playing. Gentlemen, it's been an honor playing with you this evening.
never seen that movie,
Neither have I.
but I've heard about the guys
Those guys
that
deserve
kept
to
playing. So. All right, so who remembers where we were last week? Last week.
Station security, or not station security, is it a station? The security. They got notified that, hey, yo, we're messing with the door. They're on their way. Achille and What's-Her-Bagel is on the other side of the door, kind of laughing hysterically at us, probably. And
Ton of her-
we're trying to punch a door.
No, he was hacking at it with his sword.
With the sword, yeah.
I tried to.
Cat tried to shoot it, too, so...
So yes, alarms were blaring. You were in the Temple of Self, or Temple of Selves, it could be translated either way, which was a temple/museum that the Ekajati created dedicated to their own intelligence. Kind of intelligence in general, but, you know, it's got a real self-congratulatory vibe to it.
What assholes.
Well, you know, you say that, but they were going around helping other species, you know, survive natural disasters and stuff, so they know.
Not for their own, not for any magnanimous purposes.
That first alien world you went to, they had transplanted those people because there was a disaster. They had a malfunctioning crucible that was slowly sterilizing their planet. You know, they genetically tweaked.
We get all the deep lore in the last episode.
Do what now?
So we get all the deep lore in the last episode.
Well, y'all already knew they had transplanted them there, and even why. That was actually one of their last projects before they kind of, you know, messed themselves up. So, you know, they weren't completely horrible, terrible people, is all I'm saying.
I'm not saying they're horrible, terrible people. I'm just saying that they're self-interested.
But anywho, so yes, Achille is in the process of activating the device. You are all of the opinion that that's a bad thing. Him and Verkle seem fairly convinced they figured out what the problem was. The other guys did. It'll be all right. And, you know, if it does go wrong, you know, all the species have spread out enough, it won't take out everybody. Just untold trillions. And they weren't really dead, just incorporeal.
Late people.
But anyway, alarms are going off. Security. I believe you heard what sounded like some large mechanical something's coming your way.
Let's see. I'm checking something real quick.
Hacking at the door.
Armanto's not what?
Adrian was. Well, Armanto was
Dear
hacking at the door
God.
with a sword. Adrian was hacking at it with hacking abilities.
You're right. Hacking was the wrong term to use there because that was very confusing. So actually, that means 2 guys were hacking the door though. So
yeah, different modes of hacking.
While he's doing that, Armanto is going to attempt to unravel effect.
Okay.
I don't have it on my sheet because I just don't know what the hell the names are compared to 5e. But it's basically dispel magic.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If it's anything like 5e, I have to roll based, and the DC is the 10 plus the level. Because all I have are 3rd levels.
If it's 3rd level or lower, then you don't have to roll because it's automatically dispelled.
Right, but
Well,
you're both cybermancers.
Definitely higher level than that because.
Right.
All right, 3 ranks or lower. 3 above 4. Rank 4 higher of the target. Make an ability check using your channeling ability. The DC equals 10 plus the power's rank. On a successful check, the effect ends. So give me a roll.
Okay. So mine's charisma, or am I doing a spell, or am I doing charisma?
Channeling a bit, whatever your channeling ability is. So it'd be
right.
Equivalent of a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charisma.
You're the space paladin, so yeah, I believe so.
That passes by itself. That's a 16 on the dice. That is 19 total.
19 total. Okay. Yeah, because you needed a 17 to get back. Okay.
Ooh. Armanto just focuses on the rig and gets shiny, not undulating.
No.
Couldn't get to the
I had to say it one last time. I had to say it one last time on the finale.
It's not the finale if you don't say undulate.
So you know that you feel an effect give way. Now, you don't know how many effects may have been on the door. But you've definitely gotten rid of one. In fact, I'm going to roll randomly to see which one you got rid of.
After that, he's going to take like a 3-point stance. Just waiting.
Okay.
Cat's looking down the hallway for any large, possibly metallic people to
constructs.
Yeah.
You turning the corner down at the far end of the hallway, you see some. They look very much like the first one you encountered, only these are in full repair and bright and shiny.
All right. It is within. It's within like 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Kind of glances over. Do we want to start this show now, or we want to wait? I might be able to take out 1 or 2 before they start getting here. We need to decide now.
Hang on. I mean, if they're gonna get to us, they're gonna get to us. We'll cover you, Adrian, and I'll pull out the Grand Blade. And be next to Cat.
You get this open, we'll hold the line, as it were, and she's gonna take a shot at whichever one is in the lead.
Okay.
Just getting my sheet pulled up. Hold on. Would they be surprised by chance?
No, they knew you were there because the alarms were going off, and they rounded the
Figured
corner.
it was worth a shot.
You never know.
Are they surprised
the
by
audacity
suddenly
of them
bullets?
stand there.
Suddenly bullet? Suddenly bullet.
Oh no.
Oh
We're
no!
expecting
Suddenly
bullet.
bullet.
Suddenly bullet?
Suddenly bullet.
Just up out of the ground.
What have we done?
Oh, that would have been a perfect creature to port it over to.
A bullet? Yeah. Bolarolas and bullets. They're like
That's the name of that
coexisting
episode.
Species. Yeah, Bolarolas and bullets. That's like the name of the. That's like the subtitle. Bolarolas and bullets.
I'm telling you, I have very good names for episodes. Y'all have to let me get through that one day.
Oh, Lord.
We just need to have Bolarolas and bullets show up in Vampire.
Oh no.
No.
Are they still far enough away that you can get another shot in before they're on top of them?
Monster
Yeah, you
laser
get a couple
blasting.
of shots in because they're moving at. Let's see, they're actually hovering, so they're moving at like 40 feet around.
Okay.
I mean, they're double moving, so 2 shots is gonna be all you get.
Okay. 1 second, I'm just double checking this.
All right.
I'm gonna take a sniper shot, so I'm gonna take a 5 penalty to add 10 if it hits.
Okay. Now you'd already rolled your first shot.
Yeah, I already rolled my
Yeah.
first shot. I'm gonna
Alright.
roll a second one. I'm taking the sniper minus to get a plus.
Okay. So the first shot hits
Does a
and
20
the second
hit?
shot hits.
So that will actually be. Oh, jeez.
Ooh. My laser blast hit where rolled a 24.
All right, that hits.
That is 46 right here.
Let me throw somebody down on the map that y'all can't see, so
10,
that I can
15, 16. 17 points of
How many
damage.
Keep up with it. Hang on. Don't remember that number.
Yeah,
17.
I will come back to it.
it's still rolled. It's fine.
All right, ruin robot. There we go.
How many robots are there
There are 3 of them.
after all this damage? How many robots are there?
There are.
There are 3 of them.
It's worth a shot.
Oops. Let's not drop the tokens on the map layer. Let's drop them on the token layer. And then enlarge them. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move y'all over. I'm not totally happy with this map, but it's at least kind of templey.
Temple-y.
I mean, it fits.
Mm-hmm.
It's also one I already had, so
Ah.
not that I'm cheating.
Did you happen to? Did I show you the quarantine pack?
The quarantine pack. I don't know if you did or not.
Oh,
Quarantine pack.
that's unfortunate. So there's a group that on Drive-Thru RPG that's selling all of their maps for like 90% off in a
I
bundle.
will investigate that once I'm done killing you all.
Yes, you should.
It's the conclusion. Party's dead in 5 minutes. I gotta go buy stuff. Bye.
Oh, yeah. It's like
Gotta go
it's like
buy.
30. It's like 30 bucks
Ah.
compared. It's like 30 bucks compared to like 600.
All right, so go ahead and throw yourselves down here like some of you are doing.
Jeez.
This is the door that you're trying to get into.
Okay.
Basically, assume the hallway walls run down from the edge of these statues, just straight down. Oh, wait.
So
I
do you want to
forgot.
draw
I can
it?
draw lines.
You can also draw a shape, which will give you a nice straight line.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to learn Roll20 on the fly.
It's an interesting system.
Just a bit.
It's free, so it's good enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though Drive-Thru RPG has got their own that I'm curious about. But it's got like animated maps, and you can put like rain effects to be falling down. You know, it's neat. I don't know if it's any better or not.
So whichever one Sarah is shooting at, Armando's going to shoot at a different one.
All right. Hang on, let me adjust these. They're coming at you in V formation.
She would be hitting the lead one.
All right.
Okay, so he'd probably hit this one.
Let me put in. All right. Make sure the opening is turned off, so when I switch back over to this, it doesn't start the opening again. And then we will shrink y'all down.
Hello.
Hey! Join us.
Just in time for combat.
Just in time for combat.
Oh, do we have a Patrick's now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. I hear a Patrick's there. So yes, all you've missed is we did the review. Armanto cast Unravel effect on the door, and he knows he got rid of an effect. He does not know what effect he got rid of. And then the security droids around the corner. They look very similar to the ones you faced in one of the very, very early sessions. Only in full repair and bright and shiny.
So the one on the rightmost took 17 damage.
Oh, there it is.
It does not seem to take as much damage as it should. I talk about it being bright and shiny. They're almost like mirror reflective. To the point that you think it may actually be deflecting some of the laser.
How about the one that Cat shot?
Cat's using a bullet.
Forged bullet, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forged weapon. Yeah, that one seems to take full damage, which was
Okay.
what, 29?
40 total. Next, I took the penalty on the second one to get plus 10. So 40 total for the...
They worship Ra, the sun god.
Yeah, it's the most temple-y map I had. Yeah. I'm not totally happy with the decision, but yeah.
See, dude, if you would have told me you needed a temple, I can make you a map.
I'll be honest.
That would be spoilers.
I was digging through the maps I had after we already started streaming because I forgot to get a map in advance. I remember having a couple of ideals for them and then never actually going and getting it.
Nice. Alright.
I think Aramanto would get one more shot unless that was both your laser blasts, or are we only doing one?
I can fire another one.
Yeah, he can fire one more.
I have advantage on this one because I'm shooting the same one.
Well, now that Hull's here, if Hull's got something he wants to shoot, you've got 2 rounds
Yeah.
to shoot them before they get to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Armato, go ahead and take your shot while Hull's figuring out what he wants to do to these guys.
Sure.
Well, Adrian is hacking the door.
That's 23 on the second one.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. Come on, big money, big money, big money.
Yahtzee.
Not big money. That is 13 damage.
On the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, it does some. It's definitely doing some damage. They're not immune to this stuff.
Okay, and then as they come up, he takes a step up to intercept with the grand blade out, just kind of trusting you, Adrian.
With your forged grand blade?
Yes.
That's important. I won't tell you why. Alright, Hull.
There's not a very it's regarding location useful one.
I can't tell if he's very quiet or just mumbling.
I think he's mumbling.
A little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll for the hacking attempt while we're doing this?
Yeah, you'd have 2 turns on that.
Patrick, are you ready to go, or?
First one I'm going to try is Control Matrix on one of them.
Okay.
Basically, I'm trying to take over one of their efforts.
Alright, so that's going to be... Counterform. That's not it. Contagion control matrix. Alright. Of an automation or construct, so they fall under automations, I believe. Because they're self-aware, but they're still machines. It must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or be under your control for the duration.
Correct.
If you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. Well, the target's under your control. Alright, so it has advantage. And which one of the three were you targeting?
Let's go with this one.
Alright, so the one Aramanto was shooting. Alright, and it's got advantage, and it was... No, I just read it off.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, alright. Seems weird. Seems like it'd be will, but anyway. Man, I wish it was will.
I'd say for D&D, yeah, but a lot of the powers in this are intelligence-based.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I meant for the saving throw, it seems weird.
I think it's because the robot has to figure out it's being taken over.
That might be. It might well be more of a it's running its countermeasures sort of thing than anything else.
Yeah, since it's a robot, might not have like a will of its own kind of thing.
All right.
How smart is its program?
So it got a 5. Because it rolled single digits and is at a -1.
Good to know.
Ooh.
Alright, so I am going to put a...
Here.
I'm going to put a skull that's missing the top of its head. Since you have hacked into its brain.
Or you could say, blew its mind.
I like my head. I like my topless skull.
Okay, and for the other attack that I'm doing... How many other powers do I got 3.
Also, don't forget to put your token on the map.
Oh, right.
Alright, so you can... Alright, so you can issue a command to him. Simple or general course of action such as attack a target, run out of here, retrieve an object. Or you can use an action to take very precise control of it. But that takes your action. Or you can use your reaction to make it take a reaction.
Alright.
And it gets a saving throw at the end of every round.
I'm gonna have it attack its buddy here.
Alright.
I will be made to feel pain.
It has multi-attack. It can slam, use an auto cannon. It's also got a Gatling minigun, a missile launcher, or a plasma cannon. Though you just said attack.
Well, I
This
didn't know
thing's
the
got
options
so
I
many
have.
weapons.
Yeah, these are the big boys.
For some reason, they just want to jump and fight us.
Okay, the plasma cannon's a 60-foot cone.
Maybe not.
Since he's friendly to you, I'm going to assume he does not want to hit you. The Gatling gun is a line 80 feet long and 10 feet wide.
However, since he's positioned here, he can actually point the cone towards this way. And it wouldn't hit us, would it?
Fair point. Okay, so yeah, he turns, angles it to the side, and tries to catch both of his buddies in the cone. Let's see, is that an attack roll? Alright, dexterity saving throw for both of them. Well, the one that rolled a 1's not going to succeed.
Shit.
And a 12 is not quite going to make it.
He'll be fine, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 24 points of damage. No, 22 points of damage. Split between radiant and fire. Oops. That should be minus 22, not plus 22.
Please not plus.
Alright, so that was... Okay, that was all Hole's first attack. What is his second attack?
Alright, and I'm just going to do an electric surge. That's one of my primes. On the lead one.
Alright.
And that is a beam shot.
So that's an attack roll on your part.
Yeah. Roller.
Oof, that's unfortunate.
No, but 11's not going to hit.
But I still get to make another one because of my little friends.
Oh, your little attack drones, okay.
Which is even worse. So ignore that.
Well, you took one of them over. You did 20-something points of damage to multiple targets, so not a bad, not a bad couple of rounds, truthfully. All right, Adrian. The system lock effect has gone down.
I'm going to attempt to hack then.
I think you already had Black Hat going. I think, or did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Okay.
I was saving one slot in case I needed to get into heavy combat. So I'll only have one slot left after this drops.
Okay.
So
you have your
Black
advantage.
Hats. Yes, I do. 25.
25 will do it. The door starts to open. Psst. Which probably means I probably need to put Verkle and Achille down.
Could we also get like a square or something to indicate where the device they're working on is?
I like what I assume is Verkle's pug.
Achille looks way too young. Achille is 12.
I know exactly what pug that is. I love it.
It's my character. It's my character from tomorrow night's game. But he's got glasses, so he looks professory.
Sure.
Like,
We can go with that.
You already kind of are.
It's amazing. I use my pog too. Don't worry.
Well, you know, the last pog I used for Achille was wearing a domino mask because it was from my superhero game, but he had a bowler, so.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember if I have a piece of a techie looking something that I can throw down.
You can just throw down a square.
I know, but I don't like how that looks. But I don't like how that looks. But then I don't prep things in advance.
Big mood.
Yeah. I'm not lazy. I just don't like to do anything.
It happens.
All right, at least that's a little artsy. All right. Shrink the map so people at home can see what y'all are doing.
Getting their butts kicked. No,
Not yet.
not yet. We're prepping for butt kicking.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
After
so
hearing the
it is-
plethora of weapons those things have.
Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't have said that out loud. Oh well.
I mean, you kind of needed to for him
Yeah,
because he's
Well,
controlling.
Not really, because he'd just say attack, and then he would choose what weapon it attacked with. But you know. All right.
Gonna add me to the turn order real quick. Want all this?
Actually, first I'm going to take everybody off the turn order.
I don't see anything. Okay, fair enough.
Well, the turn order's from another map, so only I can see it probably.
Ah,
So you should be able to click on your sheets. I mean, not Armato, but Alright, so let's give
Oh man.
that bad guy a turn, and that bad guy a turn, that bad guy a turn. Then I'll start giving the robots turns.
I'm not a robot. What the hell? Oh man.
Alright. Eric, did you roll initiative?
Apparently not.
Okay.
I figured we had 2 turns of surprise before they got to us.
Oh yeah, you'll have a chance to do something. I
Five.
was about to forget that, but yeah, you'll have a chance to do something else if you want to. But
Okay.
go ahead and make it the initiative, so we have.
Gotcha.
Let's see, what is their initiative bonus? Oh, decent.
Oof. I don't like this already.
It's fine.
Oh fuck.
I don't like this. I'm in danger.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Alright, so is that everybody on there?
Paul hasn't rolled yet.
Oh no, Hole hasn't rolled yet.
On that.
So click your mini and then hit the initiative on your sheet. Alright, I got it. So let me put them in descending order. Well, that's weird because I typed those in and they didn't do it.
Where did you guys go?
There we go. Alright, top of the order is bot number 1. Then bot number 2. Alright. But Adrian had one more round, one more of the rounds that they were charging up at you.
Hmm.
So you got it the first time, right?
Yeah, the door is starting to open.
Okay.
It's moving all slow and dramatic.
Okay.
Why can't we have one of these fast open non-traumatic doors?
Because it was a museum and this was like its centerpiece, so, you know, dramatic. They figured future species would come here to see what they had, you know, what they had used to make themselves godlike. They weren't entirely wrong.
Right, for the wrong reason.
That's why this place was built to, you know, last so long. Alright. So what is Adrian doing this round?
Adrian, how much of the doors? How far apart is the opening of the door right now?
I talk about them moving slow and dramatically. They get wide enough that you can slip through without any trouble.
Okay. He is going to look back at others and like go, doors open.
You know, I really wanted to tackle that guy.
You can go tackle the robot.
Well, you know, the doors are big enough that once they're open, the robots will get on through. It ain't gonna be that big an issue.
Mm,
Alright. Now go ahead and move your miniature inside there if you want to.
yeah.
As you put in there, Achilles is on the opposite side of the machine, still working on something. Where Verkle had been sitting kind of lotus position as she was manipulating some of the security systems. She has got, you know, while you were hacking through, she has gotten up on her feet, so. right, so top of the order is... Oh, yeah, I'd already said that. So bot number 1... is going to move to the foot of the stairs.
Oh, when I say in the door, Adrian's like over here, behind the wall. Out of line of sight.
And he's going to drop back
course.
here because he does not want to damage the main exhibit. So he uses his plasma cannon. It does the arc, which should catch everybody. Adrian, you will have advantage because you've taken cover behind. Well, actually, the doors aren't completely open, so that'd be a lot of cover. Okay, never mind. Adrian's fine. If they were completely open, enough would probably get around there that you'd only get advantage. But
Saving throw, is it?
Yep. Dex, I'm pretty sure. Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Everyone has a +3 because of me. Or not everybody, but everyone within 10 feet of me.
Where are you?
I rolled...
Which is not Killbot, but everybody else.
15.
At all.
Did they get a? You said they get a plus, or they get advantage?
+3.
Oh, okay.
I get it equal to my... Wait, I get... Is this an Esper ability?
No, it's a plasma cannon.
Okay.
Wow.
Make sure.
It's a gun ability.
Yeah.
The ultimate superpower.
Fair, yeah.
All right,
All
so
damage
got
from
21, so
okay.
she's fine. What did Armato get?
15.
15. He is not fine.
It wasn't fine anyway, it's fine.
So that will be 22 points of damage to everybody that takes full. Anybody that
I
takes
don't
half,
take
it'll be
any.
11. And you've got
Nope.
yeah.
I've got evasion.
I
How
figured.
much is it? 22?
22, yes.
Okay.
And don't forget that that's also 22 on Killbot, Patrick.
Yep.
No, Killbot.
Killbot's supposed to do the killing.
It's literally my name.
I'm the Killbot. I'm the bot that kills.
I don't get killed. Alright.
All I want to do is love, though.
Oh, it's got multi-attack.
Does multi-attack work like that? Usually we make a saving throw, it's the only one.
Yeah.
No. He's got multi-attack on his slam or his autocannon.
Oh.
He uses the missile launcher or the Gatling gun or any of that, It's a one shot.
Right.
Alright, but droid number 2. Oh, droid number 2 is mind controlled.
Hey.
Droid number 2 gets to make an attack still.
He gets to make his saving throw attempt from the he gets that at the end of every round.
I was gonna say at the end.
Yes, he gets to make
That's
an
right, because
attack
last
on his
round was the
buddy.
one that he actually took the.
Right.
But he took an action, so he still So he'd get one for the end of the last round after he took his action. And what did he need to roll, Patrick?
It was intelligence.
Oh yeah, I mean with the number. What was the DC?
Oh, 16.
16. Okay. All right, so not this round. So he will multi-attack with his autocannon on droid number 1. Let's see here.
And it's a loud silence, Jason.
Well, I'm trying to find the. There he is. There's 2 stat blocks on this page. I got mixed up on which one I was looking at.
Ah.
Alright, so that's a miss. But that one's definitely a hit. Alright. And the autocannon does 20 points of damage.
It's good damage.
It is a forged weapon, so it goes through no problem. Then it is Cat's turn.
Okay. Going to attack the lead one again. Do I get Death Strike since it is technically in range with an ally?
Yes, that is an ally at the moment, so yes.
Alright. Gonna do... Nah. Just regular shot, not called shot. 17 hit.
That's real close if it don't. Yes, that is exactly what you need to hit him.
Alright. 10 points, and then Death Strike. 25. 35 all day.
Woo!
He's starting to look like he's in a fight.
Good, good. And then she's gonna back up. Probably like try and like be able to still shoot around the door, so she's gonna like if the door's like say right there or wherever it is she's gonna be, so she can kind of peek around for now.
Okay.
Give her some cover.
Let's see, where is it?
Actually, she's gonna be not looking around. She's going to go into the room and be watching Verkle and Achille to see what they do.
All right. Well, Urkel's a mercenary, and you guys are trying to interfere with her boss.
It all depends on how much he's paid, actually.
It's Achilles, so pretty well.
Yeah, he did like buy out the A team.
I don't think she wants to drop a big.
If you
something
need their
real
help,
big.
and you know where to find them, don't, because they're rented out response.
All right, proton.
Hey, Jason.
Mhm.
Question.
Yes.
Since we never clarified before I start rolling for the thing on my turn, the Esper nullifying pistol. That 10% chance, is it the low 10% or the high 10%?
I believe it was the low.
Okay.
So you roll 10 or lower.
Right.
Yeah.
Roll like shit. It's not a time to be showing off with natural hundreds.
These are on the other side of S's. That's my problem.
I just wanted to know before I rolled them into the percentages, like which one is which, so we don't go, hey, I rolled a 90. Ah.
Ah, there we are. Oh, that's a crap power.
I shouldn't have made this my last boss. What was I thinking?
Oh, you wish she was the last boss. She pops a proton. She concentrates for a second and pops a proton blade out around her hand. And then moves into kind of a defensive position.
Cat's like, I can do that too.
You know, she's got the blade in one hand, she's got to hold her other one up to you. You don't want to do this. You're going to make the same mistake they made before. Let's see. But it takes an action to pop that, so yeah, her action and her move. Then it's Achilles' turn. And you just hear if that sound carried over. And then he yells to Vorkle, "The machine's powering up. Just keep them at bay. Try not to hurt them, but keep them at bay."
Try not to hurt them.
And you see Vorkle kind of roll her eyes. I don't think this guy knows how combat works. There's like 4 of them and 1 of me.
They took the robots.
How about if you just agree to, replace any limbs I lop off? How about that?
Better people than you have tried.
And then it is Adrian's turn.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, me double checking something real quick because I got it recently and I haven't had a chance to use it.
I would like to use the reset button.
Yeah, no kidding.
Try turning it off and on again.
Me sitting here going, I could use Yanni to system lock the dude Achille out. But I have no idea what that will set off. Because there could be other inputs that need to be made and then he suddenly wouldn't be able to. I could start fighting.
You could pop a proton blade. You had this dramatic lightsaber fight at the very end.
Blade fight, more like it. Jets versus sharks.
Okay.
Decisions.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem. Achilles still dead set on us staying alive. Are the cat moved in with me? The other 2 are still out there fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But neither one of them have really had a chance to do anything since the door opened. So
Yeah, he'll lean out the door and is like, "You 2 get in here," and then he'll pull out the pistol, and he's gonna shoot Vorkle with it.
The Esper pistol.
Yeah. That's what he would do in this case.
okay, make it.
Nothing else. It still hurts, probably.
13.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
Pew!
Okay. And then he's gonna move behind the pillar.
Next up is Hole. Patrick, are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
I thought I could hear a print, so I figured you had to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check his doghouse because I think something's got into it. Because he'll be sitting in front of his doghouse barking into it.
Maybe he's afraid of the dark.
Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Killbot will take position here, guarding the door. And then I'll also ask Achille, you do know this is repeating history right now. You of all people should understand that.
I've studied what they did. I'm certain that I can make it work, as long as you don't interfere. If you interfere, you'll be the ones repeating history. You'll be doing exactly what Enri Cerno and his rebels, anarchs, whatever you want to call them, did.
Wrong game.
You do understand Just to ask, did a bunch of glowing lights come and talk to you about this, telling you how it was a bad idea, or at least awkwardly, as they're not really good at conversation?
They're hard to understand.
Yeah, because they're not telling you what you want to hear.
Look, I've learned from their mistake. It'll be all right. Y'all probably want to get off this world, though.
The trick is, though, what you're doing is exactly what Enri Cerno wanted to do. And that still didn't work.
He meddled with it when it was already... He meddled with it while it was already charging. I have put in kind of a separate program. You know, he was trying to adjust it on the fly while it was going. It'll be all right.
And
But, you know, unless you want to ascend, you need to get your party off the planet.
But the problem with that statement is, if you're wrong, any place connected to a crucible is going through the same problem.
I've got it. I have it localized to just this system. It'll be all right.
Are you afraid of history?
No, I'm fascinated by history. I would love to see it
Why are you-
unfold.
So you're really just like any other person. You're just obsessed with living forever.
I wouldn't say obsessed.
You hired a mercenary. You basically went to an entire alien civilization, backtrack through us, just to get to this point. That's an obsession.
Well, I've always, looking at it from that standpoint, I've always been obsessed with archaeology.
I hate to tell you this, though, but we've talked to those people. They don't like what they've done. Even they say it's their mistake.
Because they did it to their entire species. They essentially wiped their species out. One bright Holocaustal moment, and it was just gone. My plan is only going to affect me. Think of how much they could benefit if they had spoke to the other races. What a benefit they could have been to us. I can be that benefit going forward.
Okay, so you actually want to ascend to godhood now. Is this what you're telling me?
No, I just want to help people. In a few thousand years of accumulating information, imagine if what you could offer, a younger race, just spacefaring. Let them learn the lessons of your mistakes so they don't have to make them themselves.
And you're still not. Because we've already had... Because what is this? History repeating itself.
The first person to build a building and have it fall down didn't stop trying to build buildings. If they had, we'd still be living in caves. Well, yeah, I don't guess you would exist at all, but the rest of us.
However, that person only have affected their house. You're putting the entire known spacefaring civilization at risk just to build a house with everyone inside of it. If you're wrong, everyone will suffer for it.
I'm not wrong. I don't have time to explain the math to you.
Spoken
while
like
it's
an
going
autocrat.
What was that, Patrick?
Spoken like a true autocrat. You're refusing to acknowledge you might be wrong. You're certain what you're doing is absolute. That's not science. That's obsession.
Alright, that's probably enough conversation for one round. And then it is... Then it is bot number 3.
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
Back behind.
Oh, what do you know? He's got just enough movement to get here.
Oh boy.
And then multi-attack with his...
Slam.
Let's see.
One and slam.
Chainsaw.
And welcome.
Was he the one with the slam or was he the one with the blades?
Oh jeez.
Nope. It's the slam. He's all guns and fists. Oh, I thought I was going to sneeze for a second there. Alright. So yeah, he runs up and tries to use the old sweet science on you.
Okay. That's a pugilist subclass.
And he rolls a 1 and a 2 on the dice.
Nice. Good rolls.
Clearly, he likes Rocky movies, but is not actually a boxer. And then it's Armanto's turn.
I don't have time for you, and I'm gonna cast Celerity on myself. As my first action, now that I have Celerity. Oops. So, my second action is I want to dash, and I can make it to Achille. Is there any way in my dash I can just, like, shoulder check him on the way? Or is that going to have to be an action?
That would be an attack, that would be an action.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that anyway. Let's see. 5, I'll take the attack of opportunity. 10, 15, 20. 20, 25, 30, 35. Sorry?
Natural 20 on his attack of opportunity.
Okay. 25,
So that will
30,
be...
35, 40.
So 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
His fists do count as forged.
Yeah, that's fine. I remember this from the last fight. And I just arrived right in front of right in front of Achille, like, hey, and I just look extremely menacing. Hey, old friend.
You see where him and Hull have clearly been speaking, and he looks over at you. Don't interfere, you'll cause a disaster.
Yeah, so are you, and that's my turn.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. Droid number 1. 30. He'll move right up here.
Would the one that's our ally get an attack of opportunity on him?
Yeah, they were adjacent, weren't they?
Hole would have to burn his reaction to do it, but yeah.
I'll do it.
What was that? What was that, Patrick?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's right, because you didn't do anything that would have taken your reaction. So, all right. So 8. Only got a 15 though, so he does not hit.
Worth a shot.
Let's see. I guess he'll take 2 shots at Cat. One's a 1, so that's a miss, and the other one is a 21.
Okay. I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge to take half the damage of whatever it is.
Let's see. Oh, wait, it's not the slam. It's the. All right, so you're taking half damage.
Yep.
So you would
Uncanny
only
Dodge.
take you'd only take 10 then, because it was a 20-point hit.
Alrighty.
And then it is droid number 2's. Oh, but he would have gotten his save for the end of the last round.
I thought you rolled the last round.
Yeah, you.
That was for the
rolled-
previous round.
Oh.
Because he got it cast on him, took an action, would have gotten a roll at the end of his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then he took the action last turn, and this is the roll that should have been at the end of that turn. A 17. What was he needing, Patrick?
16, he made.
Okay.
Burned a few turns. He burned his reaction. You're good.
And he did some damage with him, you know.
Did some chonky damage.
So he runs up. Oh, yeah, make sure I didn't over-move it.
I get the impression from having seen these in battle and from the conversations we had with what's their name before we came here that these people aren't necessarily friendly to these two.
Who isn't friendly to who?
Right? The droids.
They aren't friendly to who?
Like in Achille and Virgil.
You don't actually know. It might just be that they managed not to trigger the alarm since they didn't damage the facility.
Right.
Alright, so this one runs up, and he will also take 2 shots at Cat. Why is Cat the front line all of a sudden?
Hey, the first one ran up, and then the second one had to use his reaction. Oh, no, never mind. It was
Well,
one,
the
and
truth
then.
is, though, I thought I'd actually try to talk him down. I'm also trying to talk down Arlanto because his senpai betrayed him.
Hole the Peacemaker.
Not gonna work.
Well, roll the exact same thing on the dice. Does a 21 hit? I think a 21 hit last time, didn't it? Alright, so that is 20 points of damage from each shot.
There's how many shots?
2. So 40 points total.
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Is there any kind of mechanism that looks like it would close the door where she's standing?
There's one on one side of the door or the other. Even or odd, whether it's next to you or next to Killbot. So call it. You want even or you want odd?
Let's go with odd.
I got a 5.
Ha ha ha!
So yes, you are standing next to the switch.
Okay, so if she slams the switch, would she still have time to get a shot off on one of the bots before the door closes? Since it's a slow-moving.
If it closes as slowly as it opens, absolutely. And I say switch, it's the little handprint thing that they use for everything. So
I'm going to slam the handprint thing and take a shot at the lead bot.
Okay.
I need an appropriate wrestling gift for what I'm about to do. Give me a sec.
You need a 17 to hit.
Yep. Alright, then she's going to use her movement after slamming that, taking a shot.
You don't have any kind of point-blank shot or anything, do you?
No.
No. Okay. That's true. You were built as a sniper, basically.
She's going to move back behind this pillar.
Okay.
Guys, those things really hit hard. If you can lock the door down, that'd be great.
Then it is Verkel's turn. I don't know why I keep calling her by her last name and everybody else I call by their first name. Alright. Well, let's see. Somebody is actually menacing her employer at the moment.
Yeah, he is.
There we are. trying to see. Okay, that's the one she wants to do. Alright. Vorkal rounds the corner around the machine and kind of thrusts her hand out at Aramanto. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Aramanto.
Which I have advantage on because of celerity.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is it? Is it really?
It is. It is. It definitely is.
Natural 19, 20, 1, 2, 23.
Alright. So you are not knocked prone.
I had advantage anyway because it's an Esper power, but it's whatever.
Double advantage.
Alright. So this is a pretty baseline Esper ability, concussive force. For all intents and purposes, she tried to force push you. You know, it doesn't do any damage regardless. It just, it just knocks you off your feet if it catches you.
It looks like a gust of wind hits me and Aramanto's hair like flutters in the wind.
And the cloak.
Yeah, and the cloak billows.
Would you say it undulates?
No, the cloak doesn't undulate.
The hair, maybe, but not the cloak. Alright, so that was
Are we sure?
her action. And she's telling Armado, get away from the old man.
No, this is my problem, not yours. I don't give a shit what he's paying you.
Isn't he paying you too? You are
I don't
not a
care
very
at this
You are
point.
not a very professional mercenary if you're taking things personal.
So long for the ride.
Men and their puffed up egos. And then it is Achilles' turn.
He's got a grand blade pointed at him. If that changes anything.
It doesn't. He keeps working the controls.
Okay.
But he does tell Armado, if you stop me before I finish, what you're afraid of will happen. Please, just...
You could also just stop.
No, what did I just say?
You could just stop and stop doing it. Armanto's stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's charismatic, but he doesn't know what he's talking about.
So really, he'd be perfect for politics.
Yes. Yes, he would.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that's his turn.
Terrified for that roll.
It was a lucky 13, if that helps make you feel any better.
Not really.
Also on the 13 is Adrian.
It's like it's a coincidence. He's going to... Yeah. The doors are shutting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's gonna move here. He's gonna try to shoot her again.
Okay.
24.
I would give her a little bit of cover, but a 24 is high enough to hit regardless, so.
Okay. So 9 radiant damage.
Roll low, roll low.
78.
Nope.
You said 9? Yeah, okay, it's on there.
Yeah.
And then you rolled a 78.
Yeah.
I was born in 78.
Then back into cover. And he's Still maintaining his black hat, he's going to basically lock the door down once it shuts.
Okay. Now that will take an action, though, right?
I said once it shuts, I figured like at the end of this round, the door will close fully because it didn't fully open. I don't think. They just kind of squeezed
You had
through.
multiple rounds of y'all shoot, so it had gotten fully open.
Okay.
Because with the black hat, don't you have to be touching the machine or something that can access the machine or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, that's system lock.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah, that's
You're
what
not
he
trying to
uses.
system lock it. You're just trying to reach into the programming. And
Yeah.
lock it. Okay.
Basically, shut the door down once it's closed.
All right, hole.
And I actually step right here and kind of go, as much as I hate to agree with Armando's occasions, we do see eye to eye on many things. He does make a valid point. To prevent this from happening, you can just stop doing what you're doing.
The
Armando,
machine is already charging.
So you're saying you were at a point of no return now.
Yes. Yes, there's no going back at this point.
And I'll feel no guilt when I shoot him.
So you may have doomed all of the universe, all of the civilizations stuck to a crucible to this moment because of your vanity and pride.
I figured out what error they made. There is not any danger. I mean,
I'm sure they thought the same thing too.
yeah, and it would have done exactly what they thought it would do. But rabble rousers that didn't know how to work the machine came in and fiddled with it.
And how did you know they actually did anything?
Well, the Ganiello did speak to me, so yeah.
Just a question here. Are you afraid of death?
Do you fear death checks,
I imagine most of us are to some degree.
Because that's all you are. You're just an old man trying to live forever.
Have you not? Oh no, you wouldn't have seen my show. I put myself in danger all the time. Death, I mean, I took it serious, but Patrick, give me a insight.
What is he rolling?
I think it's insight. Is it not insight anymore?
15.
No, insight still exists.
Okay. Well, that beat Achilles 13. So, when he said it's completely beyond the point of no return, you're not sure you believe him. Not that you think he's directly lying to you, but he may not be completely certain it's past that point. But the big giveaway, when you start talking about him being afraid of death, you realize you have hit the nail on the head. He may not have completely admitted it to himself, but you realize that's a big part of his motivation here. Yeah, he put himself in danger and all, but now he's essentially just an old man waiting out his time. And you think maybe that's been getting to him. Or maybe he's gotten sick or something you don't know about. It could be anything.
But also, you just said that he's not certain that it's past the point of return, correct?
You get the impression he may not be 100% certain that was the truth when he told you.
but also it indicates that he doesn't know exactly what he's doing either.
That's one way to take it.
When I asked you, do you love history, are you really just afraid you'll just be another page in the book?
I just want to see how things turn out. I want to see how history progresses. Even if I can't interfere too much directly. I mean, I'd like to at least be able to give advice.
I hate to tell you this, you've done that your whole life. And unfortunately, what I think you're really just afraid of right now is you realize you're not going on. And that's what you're really afraid of. And when you were talking to me, when you said we're past the point of no return, you said that, but I don't think you believe that. You don't really
We're getting
know how
close,
this
I'm not
happened,
sure.
which means you don't know. The fact you said you're not sure, then how do you know what you're doing is correct? If you're not certain, how do you know you got it wrong too?
I'm just not certain at what point the point of no return he is. And that's probably that's a good bit of conversation for a turn.
Yeah.
And then we are to bot number 3.
Hey, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Will the doors be closing this turn? Because Adrian opened the door in one turn, and everyone scooted in one turn, and then Cat flipped the switch. So the door was only partially open.
The doors will be closed at the end of this round.
Okay. So they're partially closed now.
Yeah.
So would those large bots be able to fit through the door?
Yeah. You know, they wouldn't be walking through like this, but you know.
Mm-hmm. So
and
only
besides
one would probably get through.
Yeah, this one who's got the still goes this round. He gets through, and you notice that the doors start as the bot approaches them, they start spreading back out.
You see, that's why I also mentioned the black hat. So he's going to keep it closing. He's not letting it open when the bot goes past because he's still connected to it.
Oh, that's right. It was the door that you were already. But that would still take an action, wouldn't it? Because you're still having to use the.
I mean, I could use my reaction to try to keep it from closing if you want, since he'd be reacting to the door trying to do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
But anyway, this one managed to sneak through, so.
16 to prevent it closing, or prevent it starting to open again.
Yeah, because you're already in the system, and this is less hacking than it is just telling it to close.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're hitting the close button on an elevator.
Basically.
Alright, so once he gets inside there.
We're all technically in cover from him, but Killbot.
Well, he's got more movement, I'm deciding, because he would have seen probably the cat ducked around. Oh, as he walks in, Armado, you see you see Verkle reach into a pocket and pull out something and hold it up.
Ooh. Okay.
It's something about credit card size or so.
Multipass.
Yeah, I was gonna say multipass.
And she's kind of holding it up like that.
Lilulas multipass.
Or no,
Alrighty
not
then.
out of a pocket. from like under her shirt. It's like she's got it on a lanyard.
She's with the band.
I have a lanyard. Be gone.
I have a visitor pass. These other guys.
I've got my hall pass to use the restroom.
These other guys are here without passes, breaking stuff.
I haven't broken anything yet.
You hacked out the door.
Didn't break.
You chip pieces off though, which is when the alarm sounded. And it's
Sure.
going to use the autocannon on Armanto. I'm not sure I like those dice. Let's try these dice. I had such high hopes of red.
Would our competition potentially get hit as well then, since she's in the line of fire?
Except it's firing from way up higher than her, and she's right next to it.
Fair.
And it's not doing the line attack or the cone attack or anything
Okay.
that might damage the machine.
Yes. See, I don't know where that where its autocannons are. So
94. Alright, so autocannons plus 8. So. I'm guessing a 17 does not hit Armanto.
No, it does
So
not.
the first one's a miss. What about a 25?
25 hits, even with his fancy celerity AC.
20 points of piercing damage.
It's forged.
It's forged.
Yep. Muscle's not looking so good.
Cat knows that feeling.
And then it's Armanto.
He's holding the grand blade up to Achille. Looks at Hole. He realizes that, maybe Hole's doing what he needs to be doing, and he just he falls. He doesn't cut Achille, moves his grand blade, and then moves towards Verkle and will engage her. But as an action, as his first action, he's going to just dump his entire healing pool into him. So I'm gonna.
Adrian, free action. Get that badge off her.
Oh yeah, no. Armanto is going to attempt to, with his second action, run up and try to tackle Verkle into the bot, and with the intention of, as she has it up in the air like multipass, he's going to tackle her into it to try to jostle it from her hand.
Well, like I said, she's got it on a lanyard around her neck. So, but yeah, you can try.
I could just, and that's fine. I'll just run by and.
All right, so step up to her. And now, are you doing the shove, or are you just grabbing for the lanyard?
I'm just grabbing then.
All right. I think that'll probably be opposed dex checks. Let's see. Anybody know how you do that in D&D?
Would it be a grapple check?
Yeah, I think you need to make an attack roll against her with the intent to grapple to
Sure.
try to get something off her. Typically, anyway. Usually the dex, strength, acrobatics, athletics rolls are for after the grapple happens, and then they make opposed rolls to see who wins.
Alright, so go ahead and make the grapple check then, or the attack roll basically.
Yeah, one sec. Alright. If she's looking that way at the fucking A. If she's looking that way at the bot, do I get advantage because she's not looking at me?
No, because she just glanced at it like that.
Okay.
She knows you're the guy with the big 2 foot, 2 meter sword or whatever. So.
Probably a good 2 feet.
And she's a professional, so she's not daddy's.
She's a professional. Okay.
Yeah, man, just doing her job.
Alright. That is athletics, right?
I think
For me?
yeah, athletics versus acrobatics.
Alright, use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks, this replaces one of them.
Okay.
Target can be no more than size, higher than you. You make a grapple check instead of an attack roll.
Okay.
A strength athletics check contested by a target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
I rolled a 23.
Alright. That was with your strength athletics?
Yes.
Alright. So she will oppose with her.
I imagined her acrobatics.
More than most likely. Oops, they went my notes. Alright. She got a total of 7. And you were trying to snatch the card away from her?
Yes, like completely off the lanyard.
Yeah, you tear the lanyard snaps without too much issue.
Like a still beating heart, he holds it in his hand.
Fatality. You would.
Multi-pass. That's my turn.
Duck out for just a sec, Jason.
Alrighty. Top of the next order. Well, kind of as that's wrapping up, you hear it's a little crackly, it's a little staticky, but it's clearly Jim radioing you. Are y'all about done down there? Cause things are getting intense up here.
Could you define intense, please? Because they're getting intense down here too.
Well, this small fleet of ships showed up, and looks kind of corporate. And they seem to know I was already on the moon. Then
Did they identify themselves, Jim?
what is your family's business's name?
Oh boy.
Fuck.
Anyway, whatever that was, I'm blanking on it right now. But
Poor Venice.
though I may have actually had it in minutes.
I'm double checking it, but I've got it in. I made like a notes file for her. One sec.
Corvinus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just the family's last name, Corvinus.
Yeah, so and he rattles off the person that was talking to him. Yeah, he's not your dad didn't send a flunky this time. But Jim continues, and they were kind of threatening me and wanting to talk to you, and then another fleet showed up.
How did they even get this planet's location?
Worst kept secret in the galaxy.
Apparently.
We really need to talk with the glowy folks again.
And these guys were in a bunch of kind of red ships. I think it's them Scarlet Dust Pirates.
They're
then-
chomps. It's a fine.
And then you remember that
Please don't say the shadow technocracy.
oh
Please, Jim.
no, thank God. But that antique warship that Cerno was on, there's like a mishmashed
Okay.
a mishmashed fleet has shown up of that,
Okay.
and he sounds pissed at us.
Probably.
Yeah, I imagine he is.
We didn't actually plot an attack on one of his ships, did we?
Not that I know of.
Oh?
Okay. He was saying something about, us and the deal we made, and we were just distracting him while, our other party attacked him or something. I don't know.
I explained this to him already. That man has a short-term memory span of a fish.
Can you tell them we would love all of them that we would love nothing more to talk with them after we're finished down here?
Well, they're
We're a little busy right now.
I think they started talking to each other. They didn't let me in on that, but yeah, they're talking with
there
their guns
anything-
right now.
They're
Good.
fighting up there?
Yeah, there's like a three-way fight up here.
Great.
Okay, well,
I'm,
we'll have to swim through the debris
All we
later.
need is shadow technocracy and the Genny Hallow fleets to pop in, and it'll turn into a five-way fight. Should I call the System Defense Force while we're at it?
Yes.
Do you think they could get here in time? Because some backup would be appreciated. I mean, I don't.
Everyone else showed up without getting an invitation. Why can't they?
I hope y'all don't mind. I brought Basil on board the ship. He can't fly Achilles.
I do mind, actually.
Lock him in your room.
I locked it. Yeah, I've locked him
Punch
in
him
my
in
room.
the face.
Gonna punch Basil? He's harmless.
He shot me.
In his defense, sometimes you may deserve it.
We'll talk to you later, Jim. Click.
He's not wrong, though.
Okay. You shut up.
We have more pressing matters to deal with right now. I'm sure you'll be notified.
I imagine the other Technomancer and Achille just going like, the fuck?
Oh, that's right, because Achille knows the frequencies y'all use, so he probably picked up some of that too.
Yeah.
Alright, first droid steps up to the door. Seems a little confused that it's not automatically opening. And attempts to command it to open.
Would I be contesting it?
Yes. Roll your computer
Okay.
use versus his.
26.
What's that the +3, or is it just dexterity?
Who, what, huh?
Sorry?
The +3 aura, just dexterity?
All saves.
It's all saves. We have to
Oh,
be
it's
within
saves,
10 feet of me.
not skills. Okay.
Yes, all saves.
Alright. He gets advantage.
You also can't be surprised.
He gets advantage for being part of the system.
And I get advantage because of Black Hat. So I got a 26.
Oh, yeah, but he's got a -1 to his intellect. So he got a 15. Then the next one steps up. It's like they confer briefly. And then where you've got that grilled windows kind of on each side that, y'all can see through. Yeah, they basically reach and grab that and start physically forcing the doors open.
Okay.
It's very slow going, though. I mean, it's going to be all they can do this round for sure. Let me give them strength checks.
Burn
Versus
turn.
the
Burn turn.
doors. Okay, they're definitely overpowering the door, but
Y'all, look at this dinner.
I think Bubba is a fan of Jim's.
I mean, to be fair, he's the best character.
Jim is absolutely the best character out of all of us.
He is a delight, but he always has the worst timing.
He's like a golden retriever.
If it makes you feel any better to know that there really is a Jim out in the world, he is based off somebody I've met. I have added some details. I don't know the guy real well, but he's got that kind of laid back, friendly thing.
He's like a golden retriever.
Ball.
Information? Information?
Where are we going? What? Trip?
Oh, Jim wanted one last adventure, and he's definitely gotten it.
Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bar?
He's definitely gotten his adventure.
This Jim is so going into like retirement, just like
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
he
moon
is.
somewhere.
We
On this
have
one over
one.
here.
As
All
long
right.
as what's his bucket didn't blow it up.
Cat, you're up.
Okay. Which one was the one that was looking the roughest? Like, which one was the lead robot boy? Was it this guy out here?
Yes, and he is definitely looking the roughest.
How about this guy? What's he looking like?
Well, there we go. He's probably looking the second roughest, which is not very roughed up. Only the lead guy looks like he's taking serious damage.
1 second, just measuring out some stuff. She's gonna pop out here, take a shot at the lead robot through the door. Does he get like partial cover or?
Yeah, he gets some cover though. There's
Actually, that wouldn't matter.
Does it matter with you?
Sharpshooter, that's right.
Ranged, yeah.
Yep.
Sniper feet. Ranged
Yep.
attacks ignore all but total cover.
Yep. As him and the other guy are forcing the door open, there's definitely enough of him, a shoulder and, part of his head. There's definitely enough of him to shoot, so.
Alright. $18 will hit.
Yes, an 18 will hit.
15 piercing. And
Which one did you shoot? Left or right? Okay.
whichever one out of the two was looking rougher.
The one she's been shooting.
Okay,
No, the one I've been shooting was the lead one.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the roughest one.
Oh, yeah.
It was not the lead one that got through.
It was like bot 2.
Yeah, it was the one with the lowest initiative, truthfully.
Ah. Okay.
Because he got to move after the door started shutting.
Hmm.
Would the machine provide... Oh, no. She's going to duck back behind here and attempt to hide.
Okay.
Do it.
Give me what could be your last stealth check of the game. Might not be, but
21.
That's overly dramatic, even for me.
Oh, let's see. This is their perception. Oh, they've actually got that. Alright. Then it is Verkle. She is going to take a withdrawal to get away from Aramanto.
Fair enough.
Does Aramanto have Sentinel?
No, he does not.
Okay.
I don't really care. I was going to yeet her anyway on my turn, so she's doing me a favor.
So she's circling back over to Achille, and while she does so, she looks up at the big bot. Guard, he stole my pass.
That's bullshit. This is mine.
In Ekajati, the robot looks down at you. I observed the theft.
I'm taking it back from her.
I'm taking it back from me!
Our record shows she was the one issued the pass.
She's the hacker type. She's bullshitting you.
Our records also show
That she's a hacker.
that you vandalized the facility.
Yeah, I own up to that.
Vandalize it.
I own up to that. She's the one that's fucking with you.
Hole, when she gets over there, she's still got her photon blade out. When she gets over there, she's like, Vasher, you need to, whatever you're doing, you need to hurry. But, give me, once the countdown starts, let me know so I can get off world.
Not a chance in hell. Or did you not hear that there's currently 3 fleets in orbit right now? Probably soon to be 4, maybe 5. We'll see.
She looked surprised, so clearly she was not on the frequency Jim was using.
It's galactic warfare about 700,000 miles above us.
Well,
Probably not
the
even
teleporter
that
pad will get me to the
far.
moon, so at least I'll be off this world and not, turned into a
Still gotta be-
spotlight.
So that,
Well,
they get
guess
up somehow.
what? They're aware of the moon.
And if he screws us up, it won't matter anyways. Because, yeah.
I checked his math; it looked pretty good. All right.
Says the woman paid to say yes.
No kidding.
All right, then it is Achille, Um, he has stopped fiddling with the controls and seems to be in deep thought.
Stand over there and think about what you did.
Yeah, basically.
It's like he's maybe re-examining his life choices.
It's a little fucking late.
Hey, something to something.
Adrian.
Deco, really.
What were you doing? I didn't catch it.
In our chat for Tuesday night.
Oh.
Good grief. I'm just gonna... Boy.
There's no way to treat a lady.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
just doing her job.
She's not a lady, she's a mercenary.
there's a big difference. But no, since we have a crucible effectively in orbit, considering your description, he's just gonna send a message to our System Defense Force contact through the crucible.
Party over here, boys. There's a milkshake. Bring all the boys
All right,
to the yard.
you've got, this is a combat round. So you've got a few moments. What's the message you send? It's got to be fairly short.
What? I think I have enough time for about a decent conversation, actually, considering the conversation between Hull and Achille.
Yeah.
Would it
That's
not?
fair. That's fair.
Okay. So he's gonna chime in as like, hey, so we've got people who are effectively doing human trafficking, experimentation, and kidnapping. A fleet of them. We got a whole other fleet of people who is the entire Scarlet Dust Pirates. We've got some randoms in here that are basically throwing down with all of them and trying to kill us all in the process. And we're currently down here trying to keep the entire galaxy from being atomized. We could use some help, please.
This is the lieutenant secretary. Who's
Where's the coordinates?
Get
Bye.
moving. Say it's Adrian. He'll know who it is. He's used to this shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, yeah, you. Okay.
Essentially, it boils down to him popping on the screen. It's just him doing a selfie with the giant fleet in the background and pointing while screaming. Ah!
More or less.
So yeah, your contact who had a very German name, I think. What was that? I swear I will keep better notes. We'll keep more organized notes in the next game.
Oh, trust me, for Vampire, I'm writing everything down, because my character for Vampire is a researcher. So it's going to happen.
I've got,
I'm just gonna.
in Google Docs, I've got a whole file system thing I'm setting up to.
Ah.
I'm gonna fill out the consent form after this session, actually.
Same though.
I will. Whatever.
Totally-
his name
I totally
was.
forgot
You,
over
you
the
get your you get your SDF contact.
Yeah. And yeah, it's basically him just like, there's 3 fleets duking it out. He just, because Kat's father broke the code, he initiates the program that sends out all of the data that her family has been experimenting on throughout the galaxy immediately.
Yes.
He said as long as they didn't come after us, he wouldn't do it. He came after us.
Maybe they're just here to help. Family
That's
bond.
still
late.
coming after.
Too late. He doesn't know that. He's stressed. He's in the middle of a whole lot of shit. He's just like, okay, done.
Look, he's an evil CEO, but that's really just his job.
That
That's
ain't
really
gonna
just his
fly
job.
for everything.
So you start the info dump.
Hasn't really.
No, he already had that programmed and ready to go.
Oh yeah, that
So-
would be
Yeah.
very simple to do.
So he.
But I
he
assume the
basically-
SDF is one of the people that'd be getting all these files, so
Oh,
those
no,
files
yeah.
all start hitting your contact. He's like, oh crap, I don't Do we have a number of the ships?
Talk to
He'll-
Jim.
He'll just, like, literally, he'll just go. He'll send a connection. Jim's like, you two talk to each other, dealing with shit.
The last thing you hear before you disconnect is Jim go, okay, so the next fleet showed up, and I'm pretty sure the big black cloaked ship that came out, yeah, we've seen that before. Pretty sure that's the Technocracy.
I'm about to say the last thing Adrian says that goes like, what the fuck is the Technocracy doing here now? He'll lean around the pillar. Make that 4 fleets now. The Technocracy's involved.
But Jim starts sending them sensory and stuff, so,
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, so he'll... He'll basically go, alright, you, lady, you call this shit off right now. There's 4 fleets duking it out in orbit, and there's about to be 5. We don't need this shit right now. And he'll look at the bots, and you all chill the fuck out, because they could level this place.
They probably will.
I just picture you leaning out around the pillar and shaking your finger at him while you're talking.
That's literally what he's doing.
Spray bottle, spray water in their face.
Yeah, it's like basically look at the bots like, contrary to what's happening right now, because we're all stressed organics at the moment, we're trying to keep this place intact.
None of them up there like us. They would have no problem leveling this place.
You
really
see
wouldn't.
Verkle relax her hand and the proton blade disappears.
Achille, that goes for you too.
And then it is Hull's turn. Oh, maybe Patrick's not back yet.
No, I'm back.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry. I need to ask you this.
Okay.
As of right now, there's one person in this room that can stop all this, and that's you. Are you going to do that?
Directly to the DM. Wait, no.
That's what I thought he was doing at first. And
Sort of.
Then I realized, oh, this is the
That's what I
character.
thought.
I mean, it's not wrong.
You know what? Let me see. Is there a... What am I thinking of here? Is diplomancy still a thing?
Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion roll, Hull.
Will I have advantage? Because I don't have charisma.
You will have advantage on this because you have been talking him down for a while, and everything you have been saying has been making sense. And you pegged what his actual motivations were, and he's kind of having to confront that now.
He's having an existential crisis in front of you.
Yeah.
When I
Basically.
come to Jesus moment.
17's pretty good.
Well, I have 17.
And Achille has a +4 to stubbornness. Man, my dice like you guys tonight. So,
Yay.
It's last session.
so he
We're
got like a
making
total of a
up for it.
10. You're right. At the very least, I'm rushing into this because of my age. And, my fear that Cerno's group might do something and I might not have the opportunity later.
They're probably going to kill you.
He just kind of looks over, you're just all startled, like, not that he's startled by what you said, but that, this has been this solemn conversation, and then you're just shouting at him.
I mean, we actually negotiated you still get to live, so be grateful for that.
Got a soft spot for you.
Went out of our way to make sure that nothing bad would have had to you.
We could have just let them kill you outright. We had to bargain to, even come look for you.
And thank you. You don't have to convince me you're good people. I figured that out. I mean, it took a little
No, he's
longer.
Horrible
not.
people.
It took a little longer with some of you, but
No, they're not.
I'm still an asshole. Don't even delude yourself.
He starts working the controls again.
Also, while I'm standing here, can I do a mechanics check on this
You
thing?
absolutely can.
We talk him down. Hull sets it off.
What's that button do? Boop.
It was his plan the whole time.
The bad news
Hull's
is
a
you
real
all
big bad.
lose. The good news is you're immortal now.
I just said, yep, that's a machine. On the plus side, I made the roll I needed to make.
Well, with a 9, you go, you don't just go, yes, that is a machine. You go, yes, that is an advanced alien machine. A very mysterious advanced alien machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's the Rubits. Alright, so these two men should start piling in. Oh, wait, no, this is only the low guy. Never mind.
They made nice with us.
I mean, they still have to force the door open.
You shall not pass.
I like how Killbot's just been hiding in the corner. Please don't notice me. Please don't notice me.
I'm one of you guys. Please don't notice me.
I'm like the common robot. These are like the ogre robots. This would be bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Aramato is potentially going to take an autocannon to the face.
Roll low.
Because he doesn't care that you've made friends with this person. He's really here because you're a vandal.
Fair enough. I'll accept that.
He also observed a theft in front of him, so he is going to correct that, you stole from a museum.
Correct that with your death.
Alright, well, let's see. The red dice really likes y'all, so it's retired. So that lit
Bring it
missed.
back.
And then the second one is a 20. Does a 20 hit Aramato?
20 is exactly my AC.
With the celerity going?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. In that case, you take 20 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is piercing for yeah.
Yeah.
You know the drill by this point. You've been shot enough times by him.
Am I in range? Am I in his threat range?
Does he have reach?
That is a factor. Does he have reach? Yes, you are.
Okay.
He has a reach of 10 feet. You're at 10 feet.
Okay. Alright. Was this the one that... No, was this the one we roughed up pretty good? Or is that the one outside? Okay.
Yeah, the one outside
with
here is the one that's roughed up the most.
23 on the initiative is the roughed up one.
This guy here,
Gotcha.
he's taking more damage than the one that got mind controlled, but
Fair enough.
he's not in particularly bad shape.
So, first action is to disengage. And pull back a bit. And kind of come around this way. Oh man, have you come to your senses yet?
Yes, I'm attempting to shut the machine down.
Thank you.
There is a worried tone in his voice as he's saying this, though.
Okay, hang on. I got this. See.
To which I actually, as a free action, gonna say, please don't hit the machine.
I'm not gonna do anything with it. Oh, I didn't put a description on that one. Damn it.
Slaps machine. This baby could fit so much chaos in it.
Second action is going
I see a leap about to happen.
Not yet. I'm gonna hold my second action. Here-ish. I'm gonna hold one of my ranged infusion strikes. If one of the bops comes into my eye line.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Let me see here. How many fleets are in orbit currently?
All
of them.
All of the fleets.
Our list of people we have pissed off are in the orbit.
Yeah, that's true, because it was the
Well-
Megacorp, the pirates. Enri
When we're done
Francis,
here-
just come save us, please.
When we're done here, we're gonna have a long talk about pissing off random factions of bloodthirsty people.
Jim comes
be
over the
fair-
radio. Guys, it's getting kind of hot up here. I'm bringing the roustabout down to the temple.
Don't die.
Okay.
Okay, don't land on anything. They're really
What the
they're
crap
really
is that?
uptight about vandalism.
As he's talking to you, you hear him just kind of break off. What the crap is that? You hear Basil in the background. What? What do you see?
I was getting
Yeah,
the
yellow
I
right
was
now.
getting the image of Basil with like a thing of popcorn at this point. Oh my!
What he's actually doing is clutching the cell door and kind of staring up towards the cockpit. What do you see?
Must have did the Agani Aloe fleet just show up?
Do they look like light beams?
There's like these huge ships floating over the moon. It's like they're sucking up parts of the ocean. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. I don't care anymore.
She's
They're
like,
not
bye.
shooting at anybody. Nobody's shooting at them, so I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, the Agani Aloe did say they were sending a fleet this way.
Well,
Hey, can you
at
patch
least,
it through to our masks?
well, at least the whale people are going to be okay.
Live streaming on the way back.
Can you TikTok us?
Yeah.
gosh.
He sends you the feed through what he's seeing. And it is a fleet of colossal ships. You don't see any noticeable armaments.
It's a
And they seem to be siphoning up huge amounts of water.
Oddly specific thing to siphon up. Oh no, not the giant snakes.
Not the snakes.
Don't step on snake.
No, we need the snake.
Please no steppy.
We need the snake.
Don't curb be the Irby.
Oh, that's a pretty nice one. Check one more thing with this round. Starts up. There it is. Alright, so that initiative's going to be a 17. And let me just find a mini for him.
Oh boy.
That's reassuring.
It is Jaden Francis.
Quickly, in our hour of need, the sword of OP returns.
Give it to me.
Good grief.
We'll use him. It's not the right mini, but...
Is it Staska?
No. You hear a voice calling from down the hallway and walking up behind the robots. You recognize the voice.
Is it the
Oh,
hunter?
boy.
No, I'm just using that miniature.
It's the it's the head of the head of the Ekajati dude, isn't it?
It is Enri Cerno.
Yep.
What are
Sup?
What are you fools doing?
Well, we just got him to start shutting down the machine, so you're welcome for that.
A likely story. We
Yeah,
had an
it
agreement.
Watching him do
We
it.
had an agreement, and then the other half of your party attacked one of my ships.
Yeah,
What
we
other
had
half?
an agreement, and we didn't do a damn thing.
What other half of our party?
This is our party.
This is our party. We're all here.
No, there were two more.
No.
Well, three more counting the one we took captive.
It's just us.
What
Oh,
other three? Is just the four of us.
Our
There wa-
previous
There was a party of two Molokai, whatever they're called. Molokai.
What?
Molokai. And a human woman. They attacked one of my ships and retrieved the Vesh. Not Vesh. What was Danru?
Jaden Francis fucking shit up for us.
apparently.
and then fucked it up.
Adrian just goes.
This close to galactic peace.
Adrian just goes. Wait a minute. You talking about the people that
Kish.
left us
Kish.
months ago and we haven't heard from since?
Yeah, we've been trying to call them. They have not returned a single one of our calls.
I don't
Just like
know.
this
Those
guy.
people?
But he quickly describes a party that sounds like Jade, Francis, and Staska. Busting
Staska?
Andrew out.
Yeah. It's like, well, thank you for finding them. We haven't heard from them or seen them in months.
They aren't with us. Us four made the deal with you, not them. We haven't heard from them for months.
Alright. You have to wait till his turn to see if he's buying any of this.
Okay.
Alright, top of the order is the droids.
I'll roll persuasion against them if I need to.
Yeah.
Alright, they
You do it.
finish getting the door open
Mm-hmm.
and come stepping through. 5, 10, 15, 20. Or I say they're still kind of in hover mode. But, so he moves over right next to Adrian.
Could he get through here, considering it's kind of tiny?
Yes, you can squeeze through smaller areas.
That's my held action. I'm pretty sure that's in my island.
Let me see. Some part of him probably is.
That is pretty good for me. 21.
21, I believe. Yeah, 21 definitely hits. So they didn't have to.
Okay. I'm gonna dump.
17.
Okay, so that is 1d8 plus 1d8 for amplified strike,
And he freezes.
and oh great.
Yeah, you were stuttering all through there.
Okay, it's 1d8 plus 1d8 for this,
Okay, so that's 2d8.
and then yes, and then I'm gonna put a second rank
Smite.
yes,
Amplified strike, but yeah.
amplified strike. So that is 2d amplified. Where the hell is it on my thing? Infused. Sorry, 2d8. So I'm at 48 right now, plus one more for it being an automaton, and one more for it being a second rank. What am I at right now? 9.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 20. 4 of them so far is 20. 28. 30, 30. 28, 30. 38. 40. 41, 42. And one. 49 damage total.
That is 3 more than he had left. You have taken him out.
This massive, radiant beam just goes coursing into that.
It comes zipping around the corner on his little hover legs or whatever, towering over Adrian. I just picture Adrian looking up at it, and then a beam of light, and it just explodes.
Mm-hmm. Adrian looks at me, and I'm like,
That works.
Let's see. Then it's the next one's turn.
you said the dude was on initiative count 17 as well, right?
Yes. Oh, yes, right. I didn't put him in. So for some reason, it's decided that Enri goes first. And he can't see anybody from right there, so he's going to have to double move to get over here to where the rest of y'all are. And then this droid goes. And unlike almost everybody in this campaign, he did see Cat when she hid.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, you know, you'd rather him roll a natural 20 then than in combat.
Yeah.
So, well, let's see. Or would he step through? Yeah, I don't guess it matters. And he is going to... Let's see, you've done a lot of damage, so... He may just hit you with the biggest thing he's got.
Oh,
Please,
that's
no.
reassuring.
No step snake.
Let's see. Though really, most of his attacks do very similar damage. I'm really looking at it. But no, he'll do the auto. He'll end up doing the auto cannon because it's multiple attacks, so he's got the potential to do more damage with it. Though I really visually like the image of him just rounding the corner and hitting you with a missile. But anyway, all right. So you got two auto cannon rounds coming at you. And a 23 is the lowest that he rolled, so both of them hit.
Okay. Let me know the totals of them, because one of them I will use my uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Whichever one's the highest.
I'm just using the average hit that they give in blocks, the average damage rolls. So they're both going to be 20.
Okay, so take 30 total.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Are you down?
Not single digits, bro!
Ah. This is a D&D style game. You are perfectly fine as long as you've got at least one hit point.
I am clutching all of my sides.
Nope. Get that intestine back in there. And then it's Cat's turn.
I can take a free action to go ow.
Disengage the fuck out of there.
Yeah, no, she's disengaging. Let me see how far I can get. 1 second.
Which one looks the most hurt?
Cat.
Disengaging, moving over to like where the group is, because she figures they won't use a giant fuck off beam on the group, since like allies are there. And which one of these was the most hurt looking?
Of those two, this one down here.
Call off the droids, or I will shoot them again. Just call them off, please. Let us talk. If they don't call them off, she's gonna like use that held action to take a shot at them.
Bleeding profusely. Call them off.
Please. I'm bleeding my own blood. I hate doing that.
Enri thinks for a moment. And then Ekajati, you hear him say, let's see, I guess guardians, or maybe guards. Yeah, anyway, you want to translate. Guardians, revoke all visitor passes, kill them all.
Okay. Held action, she's going to...
Do you speak Ekajati?
She's heard enough of it.
We also have
The
translators.
translator.
They all have
that's
translators.
right. I keep forgetting about the translators.
Yeah,
I remember
Adrian
that. I remember that
translated all of them.
Aramanto specifically was trying to
Has been
learn it
badgering
after Adrian
During this
got the
entire
translation.
campaign.
Yeah, and Adrian just went, fuck it, I'm not teaching you. Here's some translators, go wild.
He's picking it up from that.
And then horrible, like, first year Ekajati, she's gonna say, "Okay, death it is," and take a shot at the most
First
one.
year.
It was not a
Okay.
complicated statement he made, so you could pick it up.
Oh, good.
Okay, me kill you.
Okay, death, bye.
So who is she shooting?
Whichever of the robots is the most injured.
Okay.
She was gonna shoot Cerno, but she's probably figuring that's a bad idea.
Let's see. Yeah, it was the one down here. Okay. 24 will definitely hit him. For 10.
Just kind of leaning against the wall, bleeding profusely.
Man, if only you had a medic or a space cleric.
Yeah,
If only.
that'd be great.
On Achilles' turn, I will look at Enri Cerno and be like, you can watch his work if you want. If you don't believe him, he's certainly told us that he's reversing it.
Achilles is still working. He's looking at Cerno. Call him off. I'm shutting it down. Call him off. You can take me with you. Let the rest of the crew go. At which point Vorkel's like, oh yeah, and I'm with them, and he kind of gestures back towards Cat and Armado.
Like hell she is.
No, she really isn't.
She's not with us. She's with Achille.
I don't know anything. I was just a bodyguard.
They don't really care.
Enri's not paying any attention to y'all at this point.
Figured.
He is actually butted up against Achille and is like looking at all the monitor readouts and stuff.
Cat's gonna keep really close to Enri, just hoping that it'll give her immunity by range. Won't do a conal effect at least.
Then it is Verkel's turn. And she goes, well, if you're giving yourself up, I think that concludes my contract. And she obfuscates.
You bitch!
I mean, he's done that a couple times. That tracks. That's just a technomancer thing.
Yes, but that's not our technomancer.
The last thing you hear of her as you hear her start to scurry off is, hey, I got paid to bodyguard. I didn't get paid for suicide.
It's the first respectable thing you've said this entire campaign.
And when she disappears like that, you see the two robot heads start kind of going, like they're scanning for hints of where she could have gone. But, they're in a target-rich environment, so they're not wasting a lot of time on her.
Shut up, Soldier 76.
Adrian, you're up.
Okay, he's just gonna go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I'll just walk over here. And I'm gonna need both of them robots to make a con save.
Okay. Luckily, that's actually one of their higher saves.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. The lowest one got a 17.
Oof.
So they both saved.
And a 21 for the other one.
Yeah. So they take 14 radiant damage. As Adrian is now holding a sun in his hand.
Let's
He's
see.
going
They
Super
don't have
Saiyan.
anything that protects them from radiant. So how much damage did you say it was? 14?
It's 14. They would have taken 28, but they both succeeded.
Yeah.
And they are not blind either.
Probably immune to it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they use you can do flares and mess up cameras for a little bit.
Mhm.
That's fair.
So I would say without a specific immunity, I'd say it probably still work. Though they do have multiple senses, so
They'd be able
Yeah.
to smell us still.
It'd be like our version of hearing or smell, but their sight has been knocked out, kind of a thing.
Hmm.
okay. Hole. Enri has ordered the robots to attack, but he has not actually attacked Achille, and Cat is bleeding profusely.
I'm all but like push it that way.
Let me check something here.
He looks at her and goes, she's got 1 hit point and 3 death saves. She's fine.
Actually, I'm gonna spend my... As a bit of reaction, I actually tell... no, I forgot. Cerno, that we are trying to shut this down. We don't want history to repeat itself, but I don't think you do either. Excuse me for one moment. Cat, you get 70 hit points back.
How many?
Damn, you just straight up casted heal.
Cellular renewal. Rank 6 forging ability. Within 60 feet, 1 action. Treatment. You deliver a regenerative solution to a creature that you can see within range. Treatment causes the creature to gain 70 hit points.
I'm just making sure I'm hearing this right. 7 is 0.
Yes, it's heal.
7-0. 7
Okay.
times 10.
That's like
It's the
that's
it's
the
the
big
cleric
heal.
heal spell.
All of my insides are back where they need to be.
You just get imagine of her like patting herself down. Huh. And I don't want to smoke anymore.
Oh, my insides are back inside it.
I still
I
look
think I
like
got that
was bled
appendix
a
back
lot.
that I had removed as a kid.
Why are my tonsils back?
Just out of curiosity, how many hit points does Cat have? Period.
84.
Okay. So not quite back to full, but almost.
Better than 4.
It was cellular renewal or virus. I went with cellular renewal because I knew we were always kind of short a healer in this group.
Yeah.
Virus is like the anti-version of that one.
Virus is like the big time harm spell.
Yeah, virus is harm. Basically.
Alright.
It's like 14d6 damage, necrotic.
Jesus.
You can never go below negative, so it can never actually drop a target. But it can really mess you up.
Well, in 5e you don't really have negatives anymore, but
Yeah.
that sounds like the sort of thing Cerno would have.
No.
That depends. Is he an engineer?
Maybe.
You can't see his faces, but he's making like a shifty-eyed face right now.
He's probably seen that face on me a few times, though.
Yeah.
Alright. So that was Hull's turn. Then it is Otherbot. Oh, that's right. Adrian was holding pointing a sun at him. He points an autocannon at you.
That's fair.
Alright, the 1 misses. The 25, I'm sure, hits, though. So 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Armato.
Cool. For his first action, Aramonto's gonna clasp himself and cast Command on himself
Okay.
at what is it? God dang it! Why didn't I put the descriptions in the damn spells?
Well, you can do it when session's over.
Yeah, sure, I will.
Get right on that, man.
1d8 plus 1d8 for spell level, I'm sure, and then my modifier. So I'm doing it at second, so I'm gonna take 2d8 plus modifier. It's not a lot. That is 10. I got 10 whole hit points back.
Man, paladins
That's
don't heal like clerics do.
No, they don't. My second action, I'm going. My movement, I'm going this way towards this person.
Okay.
It's going to engage because I did understand what they said in Ekajati.
Yeah.
And I'm going to smack him with my sword for my second action. Whew! Oh, that was almost a natural one. Oh, whoo, baby. All right. That is natural 17 plus 7. Sorry, plus 8 because this is plus 1.
All right, well, that definitely hit. Yeah, 17's what you need to hit him. So you hit him with just the dice.
Cool. So this is 11 plus 3. It's 14 slashing. I'm gonna throw my last second level forging.
Okay.
To do the. Oh wait, I also get the 1d8 from the amplified strike, so I'm gonna add that as well.
All right, just give me the total when you're done.
Do you get anything
Yes.
since it's a automaton or?
That is what I get for my smite. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going back to. It's gonna be 9d8 again. I'm sorry, it's not gonna be 9. It's gonna be 88 now. Ooh. 16, 19, 21. 25. 31. 31, 39. 40, 46 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Congratulations, you have him down in double digits. High double digits. So don't get too excited.
Sure. And I believe that's my turn because I think I only get one attack from Silrayne.
Okay.
Free action, Adrian will say, "You need to move."
But do I?
That way.
The guy holding the sun still. Please move.
Yeah, basically.
I stand that way, so I'm not in the blast zone, I guess.
It is a line.
The line.
Yeah. He can definitely finagle it to miss. All right.
Suck it in.
Basically.
That one's dead.
All right. So back to the top of the order.
Oh, as I'm walking, I would have been like, in Ekajati, I would have been like, to both Achille and what's his name, I would have been like, oh, I hope your math is right, buddy. And I walk.
All right. So Jim comes over the radio.
Oh boy.
I'm entering the atmosphere. Thankfully, the fleets weren't directly around the moon, so they, didn't take, weren't close to really taking any shots at me, but,
Cool.
everybody's launching a few ships in my direction, so we're going to have issues getting out of here, but.
We'll figure that out once we survive this.
That sounds good. Also, the SDF got back to me,
We're on our own.
I gave them the coordinates for the crucible, but something's going hinky with crucibles, like all of them.
Oh.
Free action.
They said it's like there's a power drain or something, and nothing's wanting to sync up properly.
Free action. Once he said something's going hinky with the crucibles, Cat would have put her mask on speaker so Silrayne or the two guys could hear that.
Oh boy.
both Achille and Cerno turn around and look at you, and then they look back and start, it's a multiple screen display, and it's like they're looking to see what's going wrong.
Keep talking, Jim. You're on speakerphone. Don't say anything. Don't say anything too bad. Say hi to Achille for us. He's here.
Hey,
Don't
bud.
say anything inflammatory towards Ekajati.
You've kind of screwed up, boss. And he starts launching into this, trying to talk Achille out of it, kind of thing, because he's not quite up to speed at where y'all are at.
At this point, Cat's just letting him go.
Achilles over there. Yes, Jim. Hole's already pointed this out to me.
Hole's already pointed out my enormous ego has killed us all. So, yeah, sorry about that.
Let's see. It's Enri's turn. Ooh. Okay, so Enri tries to shove Achille out of the way. Rolls a natural 20. Achille resists with a natural 20. Let me check.
We get into a slap fight.
Well, Enri's a little better than a slap fight, probably. I figure he'll win, though he's not exactly. Nope, that's not it.
Punches the old man.
What's their modifiers?
That's what I gotta check. Achilles an old man, and he doesn't have much as far as strength. But Cerno is more of a mage type than a. Okay, so he's got a plus.
Maybe it really is a slap fight.
Alright, so he's got a +3. No, but this is a grappling. He has to use his strength. So he's just got the 20.
I don't know who to root for right now.
It's a wrestling fight.
It's an Achilles probably still got at least a 1 to his dex. He was quite spry on his show.
Armand
Which would
knows
give him
that.
at least a 21, so yeah, they're just kind of shoving at each other. It's like Enri's trying to push him out of the way. And Achille ain't budging. And they start arguing, You don't quite follow what they're talking about, but it's clear they both know at least the basics of running the machine, and they're getting in an argument and pointing at pointing at the stuff on the screens.
Armanto yells, "Fate of the world! Settle it!"
Alright, that was his action. When you go fate of the world, settle it, Enri starts to reach for a pistol.
Not like that, not like that.
Do you want to shoot the machine, you idiot?
You don't know for sure if that's going to stop him, but he does seem to hesitate slightly before he draws it. I'll wait till his turn to see what he does. Alright. Other bot. Let's see. Other bot does not want to be shot by the sun again.
I mean, fair.
Do any of us really? Smart.
He takes cover behind Armato
Big
and shoots him with an autocannon a couple of times. Oh wait, he's got multiple shots now. So Armato gets a shot and Adrian gets a shot.
Fair.
Armato's got a natural 20.
Of course.
Let's see, 11 plus... So a 19 on Adrian. Does a 19 hit Adrian?
Too many windows. Yes.
Alright, so that takes 20.
So I take 40.
Adrian takes 20, and yes, Armato takes 40.
Okay. Whew.
And it's
I've been crit on twice in this game. In this session alone, this is bullshit.
Just when you think life's going all right, it crits on you.
Which one of these robots is looking rougher?
Probably the one down here that's only in double digits.
Okay. She's gonna try it one more time. Call him off.
He seems preoccupied with Achille.
Damn it. Okay.
Just shoot.
One at the bottom. Taking a shot. She's got Death Strike. 23 will hit, and then I'm just gonna hit the Death Strike too. 28.
Alright. It takes a
And
sizable
she's gonna
chunk out of it.
she's gonna regret this, but she's gonna kind of move closer.
Dun dun dun.
All the flanking.
Achilles' turn. Him and Enri are pushing back and forth. No. And then he stops
Nerd fight.
and actually points at something on the screen. There. There's a fluctuation there. Enri looks at it. You know, you can't make hiding her hair out of the out of this display or what the whatever the data points are that it's showing. But when Enri looks at it, he kind of freezes. That's what went wrong. The entire time it's charging up. And he kind of stops mid-sentence. I see. Achille looks over at you, Hole. I'm sorry, Hole. I may have been mistaken earlier. We may, or I should say, perhaps what I told you was right. We may have been beyond the point of no return. Don't give up hope, but you may have been right about me.
All of us over in the corner like, this is a great time.
And he stops fiddling with the machine. And you see him and it's like him and Enri nerd fights over. They're now kind of leaning in close to each other, throwing ideals back and forth. You hear him say things to the effect of, the Crucibles. It's not that they've lost power. Is that they're diverting that power? They're diverting all the power they generate
into this thing.
Yeah, into one particular, or they're channeling it all for one purpose, which means where civilization can tap into it and kind of mine the materials and stuff. Yeah, the Crucibles are using all the power they can output.
The hell of an explosion if this thing goes off.
And that's kind of what they're discussing is, okay, so it's going to divert all that power, and then when it hits critical mass, it'll flare out. And Enri's kind of like, yeah, that's what it did last time. That's kind of what it was supposed to do initially, but when they tried to stop it, it wound up kind of doing it anyway, and then there was the backlash here that hit him and his the people that became the Primorans that were here on the surface got hit by a pulse out of the machine before the pulse coming out of the Crucible got down here and reached them. So, from your point of view, Hull, it sounds like they're proving you right about history repeating itself. Oh, that sounds like exactly what's about to happen again. Free action. Back to the head. Let's see. But they're trying to discuss. They're trying to come up with something they could do to, even if they shut it off now, it's still going to go off enough to kind of wreck whatever system they're in. So they're trying to throw around ideals.
We got a target-rich environment above us.
Blow everyone up there to hell.
My people are up there, and you can't direct it. It's just going to erupt out of the. Let's see. Then it is.
Oh, now you care about unacceptable losses.
You
Okay,
said drawing power from all known crucibles, correct? That's what's charging this thing up.
Run that by me one more time, Patrick. You're breaking up just a little bit.
You said this thing is drawing power from all known crucibles. That's where this power is coming from, correct?
Enri looks at you. It's causing all known crucibles to divert their power to one purpose. It's not actually pumping all that power directly here. I mean, some of it, the machine is interacting with all the crucibles simultaneously. But he's like, you don't have that big a power flow through here. I doubt the machine could survive that, that much power all at once. Let's see. Then it is Verkel's turn.
Off doing whatever.
Yeah, she's beating feet. There's no.
She said.
If we see her on our ship, I'm going to kill her.
Power. There's no way that machine can survive that much power at once.
Oh no! I mean, you're talking about all the. Imagine all the power all of civilization generates. Yeah, this is a grand machine, but yeah, nothing. Even an individual crucible couldn't take that.
Asking, is there a way we can short this thing out?
He's like, as you mentioned that, him and Achille look at each other. They start working on something. Give me a mechanical or a mechanics roll.
Oh boy.
Because the stuff they're throwing up on the screen now it's mathematics you can kind of recognize. It's about power flows and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, can I roll with advantage since I recognize it?
Yes, and because they're essentially helping you.
I needed it, but still. Because my mechanics rolls have not been above 10s, even though I have a +8 to it, which is kind of funny. Anyway, what do I see?
On the other hand, you've been doing great with charisma, which you don't have, so it's
yeah.
It's fate balancing things out.
All things balanced as they should be.
So when your turn comes up, I'll let you know how that turned out.
Okay.
Alright. So then it's Adrian's turn.
Within the line, how long is that line for your definitely not Sunbeam?
Give me 1 second, Jason.
It's 60 feet.
No, how wide, sorry.
Oh, how wide?
Yeah.
Switch back to this other one.
Isn't it like 10 foot?
5 feet wide.
No, so it only takes one square, basically.
Yeah, I'll straight up look at Adrian and be like, hey, if you need to hit me, just fucking hit me. I know what I signed up for.
I just got healed. Hit me.
I'm going to try to aim it right through there. Clip the one on the bottom.
Okay. I'll allow it. Assuming, you move over there.
Yeah. Staying in this guy's threat range so he doesn't get attacked. Another save.
Alright. And this is Dex based.
Constitution.
Oh, that's right. Alright. One of them got an 11.
Fail.
So he
And
failed.
one of them got a 16.
That one saved.
Okay.
So whichever one failed takes 27 radiant damage and is blinded.
Alright. That's the most roughed up one.
The one that saved took 13 or 14, whichever way we round.
Round down.
We round down. So the one that saved took 13 radiant damage and is not blinded.
And then it's Hole's turn. Alright, Hole. What the three of you have managed to figure out. The machine is interacting with all crucibles simultaneously. But it's basically going through the crucible in orbit. You can definitely siphon the energy from these other crucibles through the local crucible and into the machine. You don't know if you don't know what will burn out first, if you'll manage to get all, if it'll manage to draw all the power like that, or if you'll only get part of it. And, the machine gets taken out partway through, if it shorts out partway through, you're not entirely certain what would happen to the rest of the built-up power. And I said all that. Is Patrick back? No, he had to step away for a second. I don't think he's back yet.
That's awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's information we can deal with that when he gets back, so we'll just move on past him for right now.
Blind bot.
Is that blind bot? Yes, that is blind bot. So blind bot is going. That's a terrible, terrible name. What was the bot? 94. Alright, so blind bot turns in the general direction that Adrian was in.
Mm-hmm.
And fires his plasma cannon. Because it covers an area. So I need a dexterity saving throw out of Adrian.
Plus 3. Because they're within range. Just barely.
Okay, that definitely makes
25.
it. That definitely makes it. So that's half damage. So it's 22. 11 points of damage. Combination of fire and radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Aramanto.
3 attacks. Bonus action, I'm going to look at the one behind me and be like, you're next. And I will activate my rig expansion, Slayer's Mark.
I was if you're attacking the bottom one, you should have advantage because he's blind.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm doing the top one. So, alright. First attack is natural 20. Woo!
Alright, roll that crit.
Alright. Do the crit. Oh shit, that's all my dice. Fuck. Alright.
It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a level 1. Because I'm saving that level 3 for something special.
Alright.
So first, base damage. 5, 10, 15, 16, 19 slashing.
Alright.
2d8 for my amplified strike.
Okay.
That is 8 from that. And then I get 3d8, 2, 1 leveled. No, 2, and then an extra 1 for being automaton, and then an extra 1 for being a crit. Am I doing that right?
Sounds right. Go ahead.
Okay.
How much would you get
It's another
normally
18.
for using a first level against an automaton?
First level would be 2d8 plus another 1d8.
What was,
So
that,
you'd be
what was that
rolling-
last amount you gave me?
So because you crit, you'd be rolling 6d8.
Right.
Okay.
The last amount I gave you was 8. So I have 4 here. 1, 4, 12.
Okay. Well, you were well
12,
past the 40
15,
points
18.
you had left. So.
Yes. It's
All right,
down.
So he goes down.
2 more attacks.
All right. On the
I'm
other
gonna-
guy.
And these have advantage because Slayer's Mark, but I'm pretty sure I'm also flanking with Cat.
You are.
Fucking dice. That's 20, not natural. 30, 20. I'm sorry, 21.
That definitely hit. You only have to have a 17 to hit him, so.
Yeah. Okay. That is 7, 10 slashing. Same thing. Except this isn't crit, so it's
Okay, so minus
48. Amplified plus automaton plus 2d8. Yeah, 48. 2, 8, 9, 14 radiant on the first one.
All right.
One more hit. That's a dirty 20. And then that's using my last tech slot, my last level 1 tech slot to do the radiant thing. That's 6 plus 3, 9 slashing. And then my amplified Space Paladins, man. 10, 17, 24 points of radiant.
Okay. He's now down in double digits.
So you just see Aramato in a wide arc with his rig going nuts, just like carving up
He's really
chunks
kind of
of.
venting.
Yeah,
Really
he is.
undulating now.
This is therapeutic for him.
He's now undulating damage.
Good.
That's my turn.
Okay. Patrick, are you back?
Yes.
Ah, excellent. All right. What you got with your roll a while ago? The three of you put your heads together. You figure out the machine is accessing all the crucibles basically through the local crucible. You can draw the power from the other crucibles through the local crucible and then down to the machine. You are not 100% sure what's going to happen when you do that. Whether the local crucible and the machine would survive long enough to draw all that power, whether it might just draw some of it and the individual crucibles might still erupt. You don't know what all that power is going to do when it hits the machine and the local crucible. But you can definitely make it happen. There's just too many unknowns and in too brief a period of time to be able to fully predict.
Run that part where it's going through the local crucibles, how it's actually accessing it, correct?
Correct. The machine plugs into the local crucible, and that connects it. It uses that to basically connect to the entire web of them.
Burnout plan's gonna have to work.
What was that now?
Because there's really, no matter what we do, we don't really have any certainty about what's going to happen right now.
Nope. And that seems to be freezing Achille up. It's like he doesn't know whether to do it, or not, or...
At this point, we have to find out if history repeats. Start it up.
All right. So you're going to start the process?
Try to overload it. Yep.
So
And also, it's 9 o'clock, so
yeah, we are in the wrap up phase.
yeah.
We may end up going 10 or 15 minutes long, but
That's fine.
we were that late getting started. So
That's totally fine. I'm invested.
so
Yep.
with
Yeah, we can't end now.
Yeah.
So with Achille telling you kind of what to do, you're over there flipping switches. Enri Cerno had also frozen up, kind of like Achille. And even as you're doing all this, he's stepping back from the machine and kind of mumbling under his breath. I'm not being responsible for this again.
And while I'm doing it, I actually kind of say, by hiding the truth about what happened here, you invited this to happen.
He just looks pissed when you say that. That's a lie. By hiding it, we had been preventing morons like this, pointing at Achille, from accessing it. There was no safe way to destroy the machine, or we would have. What you're doing now might destroy it, but it may take out your civilizations as well. And then he kind of looks at, and what's it going to do to my homeworld?
I just picture, like, immediately behind them, just, like, Cat and Armando getting ragdolled around by the robots.
One hand each.
Just the idea of, like, you see the image, like, you see a robot flailing around, you've got Cat and Armando on there, like, punching it.
Sure, this is very touching, guys.
So that was Armando's turn, then it's one of the dead droids' turn, then it's Cerno's turn. And it's like all the clanging of Armando hitting the droids catches attention. And then Ekajati, you hear him go, "Guardian, stand down."
Very slowly putting down my grand blade.
And the robot steps
Cat's like
past you.
Cat's like still of half a mind to like shoot the robot, but she holds off.
As it walks by, it grabs this one's body and then starts walking over to grab the other one's body.
Yeah, just like
Alright, to the repair bays.
Eric Jones. Alright. Also, please visit the museum gift shop on your way out as it's dragging its 2 bodies away.
Sales have been very down for the last
Centuries.
for the last as long as I can remember.
Armando takes a knee and then just like falls back, laying there. All right, I invite death. Hurry up.
Alright.
Cat just kind of walks over, chilling.
Alright, so that is the end of the combat.
You're muted, Adrian.
He just walks over, sun still in hand, like, all right, what are you chuckle fucks up to?
And Enri Cerno looks you dead in the eye and goes, "We may be killing everyone."
Yeah. We might have had time to avoid this if you didn't tell him to kill us. But, he'll go over to the machine, and he'll just, tap it, use analyze device
That
to
has no
see
effect.
what it's doing.
It seems to absorb whatever sort of Esper power you use on it.
Outright absorbs it? Okay. Yes.
Almost.
Oh
like-
boy! Oh no! Oh no! Holy shit!
He looks back at the two of them. Well, it just absorbed what I tried to do to analyze it. I do have a sign.
Enri's like, no, destroying it won't solve anything. All the crucibles are building up a charge. If you take out the machine, they'll just release the charge. It might or might not have the effect it had last time, but it will be a devastating explosion at the very least.
Me thinking, man, we could use one of my weaker powers like laser blast, and then I remember I only have a 3rd level tech left, so it really fuck it up.
Have you tried shunting that power elsewhere?
Enri looks at you and goes, that's what they're attempting to do, is shunt all that power directly here. The machine won't be able to take it. We're not sure if the local crucible will survive being the conduit for it. But if it doesn't get all of it, we don't know what the remaining power might do. So...
Well, hey, we're probably about to find out. Everyone take notes.
Do you know of any other just bogus systems that have nothing in them with crucibles that you could use as resistors?
What about that?
Well, the trick is they're all charging up as much power as they can.
Yeah, and then we're drawing all of the power here.
Yeah, that's
But if there's any systems with just crucibles in it that has no life in it, that just has a crucible, you could use those as a resistor.
The crucibles have safety measures to stop what we're doing. The only reason it's working here is the machine is directly interfering with this one. So it's trying to send the power to the machine, not sending it just to another crucible. We made minor modifications to the one in orbit to help the machine interact with it. So,
right.
While this conversation is going on, you and Achille are having to make constant adjustments to the machine to keep things on track, to kind of keep the load balanced, kind of thing. And you know that you've got maybe 10 minutes before the fireworks.
We staying or going?
I doubt we'd make it to the ship in time, so...
In 10 minutes and a
Looks
dead
like
run?
we're here.
Yeah, you can make it to the ship.
I still have celerity up. I can make it.
I don't know about you guys, but my Esper powers say I'll be fine. As you're having this conversation, for some reason, I'm just picturing Killbot inching towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the dude on Family Guy. Or Trump when that woman on stage was talking about being sick.
Oh.
So,
I can take one of you with me. The rest
We
of
all
you kind of
stay
have
or
to...
we all go.
Fair enough.
Achille is like, somebody's going to have to stay here and keep monitoring the device. This is my fault. All of you go.
Don't have to tell me twice. As he says that, and looking around at the party to see if we're leaving.
Cat kind of does the look around too, like, you guys want to go?
Yes.
Which is when you hear Jim over the radio. Okay, guys, I'm parked out here next to this pad thing.
There's a pad out there?
Yeah, the thing you arrived on that teleported in on.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to fly closer to the door?
I know from experience that portal doesn't really work well in here. Or was it just the door that interfered with?
It was the substance of the walls.
Oh, okay.
So you could blink down hallways just fine.
Right.
By the same token, some effect was removed from the door. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
never mind. You already figured out that was the
That was the.
Yeah,
that was the system locky kind of
system
thing.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I send Yanni up to the ship and use that sort of as a conduit, could I use the portal through that? Basically what I did last time to warp us directly to the door.
Yes. You think you would have trouble getting through the solid materials. However, at the top of this, because you're in a large dome chamber, the top of that chamber has windows towards the top.
Okay.
So if the ship were up where y'all could kind of get there, up where you could see, you had like a direct line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
A clear line of passage, I guess you'd say.
I feel like I would see Adrian looking up, and I was like, the others.
Jim, get the ship over the temple.
Roger.
All right, I'll gather them all. Come on, Cat and Hull, and I guess this other guy.
Enri is getting into an argument with Achille at this point.
Okay, then I'm not messing with them.
What are
They
you
can
all
they can argue over
arguing
who's going
about
to
now?
sacrifice who.
Enri's thing is he doesn't know if he trusts Achille to actually know what he's doing. On the same token,
You
he
can
doesn't.
stay here with them, Enri.
Well, I wasn't volunteering for that.
That's up to you. I can probably carry all of you, at least to hold until we teleport up.
Well, the trick is how many people is Adrian's choice who he teleports out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who are you teleporting out, Adrian?
I can do myself, one other person, and anything that person is anything either of us are carrying.
Hence why we all pile onto.
Hence why people pile onto Hull. It's because they
Armando,
technically count as
strongest
cargo.
person.
Yep.
Same thing we've done the past 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Basically.
All right, so everybody's piling onto Armato or Hull?
Armando.
Okay.
Armando's pretty strong.
Killbot comes and just latches onto one leg.
Armando, as he's holding everyone, is kind of struggling a little bit, and then he looks at Achille and says, "You're not the man I thought you were, but I'll never forget the lessons you taught me."
I'm sorry to
We're all going
I'm
out for
sorry
a
I
drink.
disappointed you.
You're making it right, I guess.
To which I actually
And
say,
holds out a hand for Adrian.
to which as I leave, I say, for everything else, you've done good. If you want to prove yourself, now is the time.
He just nods his head. And just before you poured out, he does look up. Talk to Basil. He's the executor of my estate. I've left you the ship.
Well, you can sign it over to us once you get out of here. We'll see you on the other side.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just trying to be positive.
Yeah. Adrian will just stand over there and just goes, Alright, Hull, come here.
I can't carry these fuckers
Not Hull,
like this.
Armando.
I know who you meant. That's why I was correcting.
Yeah.
So y'all have your interaction with Achille. Enro seems to realize you're about to teleport out, and just as you disappear, he's diving for you.
Enri?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Adrian, yeah. He'll just he'll have Yanni appear, go solid right in front of Enri's face. So he slams into Yanni and then he'll port them out.
So he slams into Yanni. Yanni's little, so, he still continues forward, and he bumps all of you. But Yanni hitting his face, he's flailing at Yanni and not latching onto y'all. So when you appear at your ship, he is not with you.
Just as planned.
He'll stop and go, part of me actually contemplated grabbing Achille and warping all of you here and staying behind.
That's, you know what we call that? Growth. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I didn't grow that much.
You had the contemplation, and we can celebrate that when we are in a safe spot.
And then Jim comes over the radio. Hey guys, are everybody on board?
We're on.
Yep.
So we
we own the
out.
Roustabout now.
Not the time.
Oh, okay. I mean, cool, but
Come on.
do we want to just hover here until the fighting's over, or?
No.
No.
No,
We have about 10 minutes to get the fuck out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Make it happen, boss.
I'm running over to co-pilot with him.
All right.
Which
He points the
I
ship
give
up.
I give a breakdown to Jim about what's happening, and also numerical breakdown of the odds of what might actually happen.
You start going through the odds, and Jim holds up a hand. Never tell me the odds.
Jesus fucking
And then he
Christ.
laughs like he's made a joke, but none of your
Armando
characters
gets it.
Oh, that's right. Armando watched old movies.
Mm-hmm.
You and Jim have movie nights together now.
It's canon.
So he takes off for orbit. As players, do you all remember the opening scene of Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
kinda
got. You have a
figured.
three-way fleet battle that Jim is having to weave through.
Why I'm jumping in to help.
Wait, I thought there were more ships involved in this.
Not 3 ships, 3 fleets.
Let's see, we got the corporate,
Yeah,
we
there's-
got the technocracy, we got the...
I
Well,
think
the
it's
SD the SDF could not jump in because the Crucibles were acting funny.
Wasn't it 4? Because didn't the big blocky ships come in? Because it was Corvinus.
They were flying over
the
the
technocracy-
moon, soaking up water. They were not getting involved in the fighting.
Oh, they were getting the snacks off?
You don't know what they were doing. They were sucking a bunch of water. That's kind of your
I hope they
assumption
were
if they
getting
were
the
the
snacks off.
if they were the
Adrian's gonna just
Let's
eventually
save
cast
snacks.
himself over to those ships, like, "Yo, what you doing?"
to the big blocky ones that were
Yeah.
siphoning water. Ah, greetings and salutations.
It's a fucking Ganiello.
I am let's see, what would he call it? I am Preserver Ship 22.
You're saving those really friendly snakes on that moon, right? The sea snakes. We never
yes,
got what their race was.
Honestly, just showing them a picture would probably be better.
Oh yes, that is likely what you would call them in your language. Yes, sea serpents.
Okay, wonderful. Can you take us with you?
Well, from
At
your
least to get out of this system.
from your sensors, they've already left the moon and they are just flying in a straight line out of system. They're already
They're
away.
heading straight for the Crucible.
No, they're just heading out of system.
Okay.
Well, we could do that.
Because remember, the SDF couldn't jump in because the Crucibles are acting funny and nothing could sync up.
That's
to it.
right. Yeah.
So when you say something like that, it's like I would advise you follow me. The Crucible seems to be inoperable. Yeah, inoperable at the moment.
Wonderful. Adrian will peek around the sensor and go like, "Yo, follow those ships."
He goes, they're moving
You got
awfully
it.
fast, but I'll see if I can keep up.
I'm helping.
Aramato, give me
Listen,
a
I'm holding
piloting
a son. I could put as much energy I can into this if I need to.
check.
I'm proficient in piloting.
Give me a piloting check, and with you and Jim helping, give yourself advantage.
Hell yeah.
Also, that whole maneuvers thing, that basically where I can add speed to the ship.
Natural 20!
Excellent. And yes,
25.
Cole, you can definitely jump down and start trying to boost power.
Cat's just getting a good seat. She's like, the crew's got the...
Tear goes down the eye.
So yeah, Jim and Aramato have got the ship just weaving. They are a leaf in the wind.
No.
Watch as I soar.
No.
So
It's not funny, yo.
let us not invite that karma.
We do not need to wash any spears.
You know, my original conclusion was going to involve Achilles shooting Jim, but I decided not to make him that evil.
I would have rage quit. I'm sorry.
I would have gotten off.
I mean, I would have shot Achilles with a sun, so I don't care if I put a hole in the ship. I can use atmospheric adaptation. We'll be fine.
But yeah, I mean, y'all are ducking and weaving, even with the inertial dampeners. Any of you with weak stomachs are getting a little seasick. Most of the big ships aren't really targeting you. A few fighters will occasionally try to tag in behind you, but you're not actually fighting, so they wind up with more important targets.
Because at this point they kind of realize, wait, that's them. Oh, take it, there's other ships.
So y'all are quickly building up towards light speed. It's a very hectic minute or so weaving through this fight. And it feels like so much longer than that. But finally you burst through on the other side. Hull, you start getting a comms from the Shadow Technocracy. They're very much wishing to speak with you. Kat's comm starts buzzing with her father's number. Scarlet Dust Pirates are just kind of hailing the ship in general.
Let me just pull all three of them up.
Pull all three of them up. Pick a god and pray. Close comms.
Yeah, let's just put all three of them up on the view screen and just
Really
not
like
say anything.
I really like Armado's thing though. Pick a god, pray. Shut off the comm.
I mean, we can do that.
That lasts just long enough. You have these three confused faces like.
I mean, I could, as a player, I could do that real quick if you want me to. Just for hilarity. Agent goes, y'all want to talk to him or do you want me to be my usual asshole self?
Oh no, I could do this. Like driving.
Yeah, you got some control of the comms in there.
Speakerphone. Put them on speakerphone.
Cat, Hull.
Everyone, greetings to all people involved.
Okay. I'm gonna do my asshole thing then. This is gonna be fun. He's gonna open it up, pop all three of them up, and go, greetings to all of you wonderful assholes that jumped in and made this a great party for all of us. Pick a god and pray. Click.
They're all like, huh? Cameras go off. A few seconds later, the Ekajati homeworld lights up like it's a star. A swiftly expanding star.
I'm driving. Make sure someone gets comms of that.
Out the window, keep talking.
Worry, I'm recording for science.
I mean, Yanni's watching it attached to the hull. We're good.
With the naked eye, it's so bright you can't make out details.
That's
With
why
Yanni,
Yanni's
I'm gonna assume
watching
that
it.
He can probably, filter down.
Yeah, that's why I said
And
Yanni's
it's like
watching.
Something out of an anime. It flares up. You see the silhouettes of all those ships, and then they just sort of dust. That radiating from the planet, it reaches the crucible. And chunks of the crucible fly out, but it's like the main structure might have survived it. The moon is not so fortunate.
Really hope they got the snacks off.
Can't
They
tell,
did.
we're ahead of their time.
Adrian pops off. They did.
The moon, it's like it holds up to it for a little while, and then it crumbles away.
And now it looks like Thundar.
Yeah, kind of. As it expands out to the next planet, it clearly takes a lot of damage, but the bulk of the planet is still there. The radiating blast is picking up speed as it goes. Thankfully, you have quite the head start. So it never quite catches up to you, and it starts to peter out as it hits the edges of the solar system. it extends out past the solar system a little bit.
Okay.
And it's not that it's stopping there, it's just that it's getting, as it travels, it's getting weaker. So once it reaches that point, any destructive power it has is pretty much gone.
Adrian just leans back in the chair and just... That was beautiful. Yanni recorded that if y'all want to see it, because I know all you all saw was just a star, but Yanni filtered it.
Can we get to the space Cinnabon first?
No, I have another idea. Hold on. He'll send up a comm to the...
Actually, hold on. One of the things I check... I do one of my simple kind of primes. Does it still work?
Yes, your Esper abilities still work. I can see that being figured out.
I was checking that simply because after he said it absorbed the Esper abilities, I wanted to make sure that didn't just cancel out Esper powers.
No.
Nope.
Adrian will send a comm to the Aganialo ship again. It's like, hey, this might be a weird question. Do you mind if we just...
Second in command.
No. Do you mind if we just take a vacation on your sanctuary world for a little bit just to get away from all this bullshit for a few days? We need a break.
We can certainly accept you into sanctuary. We will have to check with our creators to make sure you can leave again afterwards.
Considering we just saved the galaxy, I certainly hope so.
Let's double check that. Can we actually give a call? You said the Crucible took a lot of damage, but the structure is still largely there?
As of the initial moments that you saw it before the wave passed through it, it was still more or less solid. If you're trying to connect to it or something, you're not getting a signal from it currently. All right, well, we're about 30 minutes over, so we're going to go kind of cinematic and wrap up. Yes, the Ganialo have no problems with you vacationing on the sanctuary. You can meet many prehistoric life forms.
I want to punch as a dinosaur.
They don't actually have any dinosaurs.
They
They preserved intelligent life and light enough to represent the ecosystem that they, So you've got mammoths and stuff. You can punch
The mammoth.
Adrian's going to hang out with the sea snakes for a little while because he said he'd come back and talk to him.
As they arrive, they have just finished construction on the ocean they're going to inhabit.
Jeez. That didn't take long.
Hey, this is the Dyson Sphere that is Sanctuary is a marvel of technology.
Mm-hmm.
But in wrapping up, Cat's family's corporation hit some hard times. Only a few of them actually go to prison. A few of the really high-ranking ones. They managed to push off most of what happened as being her father's responsibility. And he has gotten himself deceased. And her father was responsible for the majority of it. But, there were a lot of folks that knew what was going on and didn't do nothing.
Once they get off of vacation, Cat would probably try and reconcile and maybe make it a legitimate business again.
You are one of the direct heirs, and they had never publicly acknowledged that you'd gone anywhere or done anything. So legally speaking, you got as much, you get as big a share of it as your siblings. So.
And she was second oldest, so.
Yeah. And at least a couple of the siblings were probably in the fleet with him. So.
Probably at least the eldest brother.
Let's see. So, obviously the SDF wants full reports of what happened. They send in... There's still lots of weird energies floating around in that system, so they wind up sending in unmanned probes. The Crucible appears to be completely non-functioning. It is still physically there, most of it, but there are large chunks of it blown off, and they're getting no power readings from it. Let's see.
Basically, Adrian's response to that is, "We saved the galaxy."
Now, it did take you quite a bit of time to travel back to known space. They were kind of out in the middle of nowhere, moving at light speed, moving at several times light speed, but still a slow trip. You would have run out of supplies, in fact, except that the Ganialo ships keep foodstuffs on hand for whoever they're transporting, so they were able to feed you.
Did we ever see Jade Francis and Staska and I'm going to forget the name now.
You can probably track them down fairly easily once you're back to civilization.
Cat will punch all of them and then invite them for drink.
The Scarlet Dust Pirates are essentially wiped out. It's like they rolled out with their entire fleet. The Shadow Technocracy, you don't know how big a section of that it was.
Yeah.
But in the years to come, you are never bothered by them again. So either they thought you died, everybody that really knew about you, or maybe it was just your department was wiped out. But whatever it was, nobody seems to be aware of you. Like I said, give a full report to the SDF. Shortly after you return to civilization, you are contacted by Naroba, the Witch of the West Wood, or Witch of the Wide Wood, whichever it was. She's pretty impressed with you. She had actually been gathering up a few other malcontents of the Primoran to try to come in as reinforcements, but everything moved quicker than she could gather people. From what she's seen in if you show her the video of what she saw of Enri's fleet, she's like, that was most of his faithful. And she's like, as long as nobody sends a manned ship in there, y'all should be pretty well protected from the or saved from the Primoran that were there. In that light form, we can only move about light speed.
So they're kind of stuck there for the
unless
time
a ship comes by that they can hitch a ride on.
Yep.
You're probably safe for your lifetimes at least. They'll get back to civilization eventually, but
yeah, and knowing that, Adrian will send a message to the SDF since they're sending probes in there and say the energy readings in there will more than likely kill any organic being, considering it vaporized planet. Just send unmanned stuff.
They will listen to you. Let's see. Basil and...
I said, if they ask, how do you know? He pulls up the video.
So Basil and Jim have a little ceremony for Achille, which a fair number of people show up. Intellectuals, the linguist professor you were working with, she's there. I just rattled off her name. What was it? Naroba. Naroba's there. And she assures you that the remaining Primoran probably won't have any interest in you. I mean, Hunter's Hunter, so who knows?
Go back and have a duel with Hunter later.
But, as far as her or the gambler that you encountered, or even the two at the base around the shortcut, yeah, they're not. They were not close enough to Enri to want to seek revenge for him or anything.
Word got out. Don't mess with us.
And with the device destroyed,
a lot of their reason for trying to keep stuff away.
Right. Now it's just an archaeological expedition. There's no danger now.
Well, now it's an archaeological expedition.
Now, the events, what you did have some repercussions. For about a 24-hour period, all crucibles everywhere were basically powerless. They, powered down. So all of civilization freaked out. And when they started back up, or just before the shutdown, rather, there was a slight flare of energy out of all of them. At first, didn't seem to do anything. Within a few months, though, you were having 4 or 5 times as many Espers going, or as many people going through Espergenesis. But that seems to be the extent of it. You just had this kind of population boom of Espers due to it. But,
Okay.
Something that'll go down in history books anyway.
It's basically like a large city has a massive blackout. In this case, the blackout is the whole civilization.
Right. Imagine the Earth had an entire blackout and how people would react to that. There's people talking about worrying, are the crucibles stable, but they've been being used for centuries and centuries by some species. So
that is currently hitting a little too close to home, buddy.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I thought about that today as I was thinking about the end thing. Oh, that kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
But it was for about 24 hours, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Is our home base still alive?
Yes. If you go back out to that secret base, it is still there. It is still active.
Okay.
You're about the only people that have
Mm-hmm.
the coordinates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those archaeologists might know, or the mercs, but it's so out there, and mercenaries aren't really interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, as it wraps up, the crew is basically free of really anybody after you. So you get to live, as happily ever after as you can manage.
Guys, we're starting a Cinnabon franchise.
I'm sorry, they're all centrally owned.
Guys, we're starting a competitor to the Cinnabon franchise.
Okay, now you got a big organization after you again. And
Did you not learn anything from your father?
All right, so that's going to wrap up Espergenesis Holocaust of the Ekajati. I've had a real good time running this last year. I hope all of y'all had fun playing.
Yeah.
Well, it has been a year, hasn't it?
Yep, give or take.
1 year.
Jeez.
Hope everybody that's watched it at home has had fun. I hope you join us back here in 3 weeks. We will have the first episode of our Vampire the Masquerade game, Valley by Night. 2 weeks from now, we will have the Session 0, which will be available to the Patreon supporters.
You can look at down there.
Let's see. So yeah, it's be 3 weeks for us because we're gonna take a skip week. We're gonna take a vacation week next week.
Oh God, I need it.
Let's see. Should have Monster of the Week tomorrow, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which we should be wrapping up our first hunt.
I think they're announcing what game they're going to give away on Thursday, too. They're going to give a game away on Thursday.
On Thursday? Okay. That'll be the Descendant Avernus?
Yes, it is. They're just like, I'm in that one. I'm in that one.
Avernus, Avernus, take your pick.
And then we'll be back on Monday with the escorts.
But we won't be here.
As we accidentally to God.
Fun.
Good times.
I stopped watching for 3 weeks, and you guys accidentally a god.
Yeah,
basically.
It accidentally, like, disappeared part of a god.
Oh, jeez.
Well, anyway, we're 40 minutes over, so we'll go ahead and wrap here.
Fine.
I've been your GM for the evening, Jason, from over at the Nerdaturn Network. And with me has been Sarah playing Cat, Eric playing Adrian, Decca playing Armato, and Patrick playing Hull. And we'll see you in 3 weeks, I guess.
Don't you judge me, Eric.
Gentlemen, it has been a privilege playing with you this evening.
See y'all later.